today. That is one of the major things I wanted to talk about today is how we feel about Super Wildcard Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Who do you guys think is going to win? What are your guys' picks? I want us to break them down, go through them, figure out what we think is going to happen and how it's going to happen. We also have news that the Ravens fired John Harbaugh, who right after he was fired, he already had 7 calls for an interview job for another head coaching position, which I'm looking at possibly the New York Giants to pick up Harbaugh. On top of that, Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos, he is interviewing with 4 teams. Former head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett, will be interviewing with the Tennessee Titans. Who do you want to play for the Broncos country in round 2, the divisional round? I wouldn't mind facing the Jaguars again, but it wouldn't happen in round 2. With my picks, it would be the Houston Texans would be coming to Denver to play the Broncos. Now, we already played the Texans once this year in Houston and beat them. This time, they would have to come to Denver, and I think it would be a great matchup. You would have the Jaguars going into New England to play the Patriots in the divisional round, and the Broncos playing the Texans in the divisional round. So I think that would be a really good matchup on both sides for the divisional round. In the AFC, Jags will wax New England. There you go. I think it would be a good thing. So, Margaret, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. So, again, these are my picks. I want us to go through them. Yeah, what's up? Will my Eagles win this weekend against the 49ers? Because I keep hearing the 49ers. So, I have the 49ers in this one winning. And the reason why is I can't trust the Philadelphia Eagles offense. I just can't do it for some reason. Now, I get it. The 49ers did not play good against the Seattle Seahawks in the final week of the regular season. But the 2 weeks prior to that, they played very good. And then the Eagles really didn't play good their last game against the Washington Commanders. So this one has got me up in the air. But I think it could be the 49ers. I'm just going to be disappointed this weekend. I don't blame you. I really don't. I'll be the same way next weekend. Probably because they didn't even complete a pass in the second half against the Bills. That's why. There you go. New England won't beat Chargers. I'll tell you this. That is going to be an interesting game. The New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. I remember what happened watching that game against the Buffalo Bills going in halftime 24-3 and ending up losing that game. So for the Patriots. So, and again, you're going to have first experience with Drake May in the playoffs. The key were amazing people. Great performance with you. Okay. There we go. What's up, Bryce? How's it going? New England isn't really good. Truly, Denver Jags Bills much better. That'll work for me as well. Hey, I don't know what happened there, Bryce. I don't know if that was on your end or mine. But, yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things we need to go through today and figure out. Morning, City Boy. So, I like these matchups. I'm interested in these coaching positions. I know Davis Webb for the Broncos has been asked to interview. John Sala for the 49ers, the same thing. So, New England had a great season, but haven't been tested like Denver or Jacksonville. Let's be real. I get it. A lot of people are going off a strength of schedule with the New England Patriots. But again, this is the NFL. You're playing NFL teams. So it's a wait and see kind of moment, right? What's going to happen when they play a truly strong team? Guess what? We never have to see the Ravens in the Super Bowl. That's a good. Yeah, that was kind of shocking for me. Them firing Harbaugh. Vance Joseph has got 4 teams interviewed to line up. Yes, he does. So it's really interesting. It really, really is. Hey, Bryce. Hey, man, I don't know what happened. Let's see here. I got the one. Playing with. Was a joke. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is my pick up there of who I have. Imagine losing your coach and losing at the same time. Yeah, I know, right? And now here's an interesting thing. And I was talking about it with my son-in-law, my future son-in-law yesterday. So, the Ravens lose. they fired John Harbaugh after giving him an extension. If the Steelers are one and done, what's up, the one and only Jordy? If the Steelers are one and done in the playoffs against the Texans, and Tomlin only has 1 year left on his contract, could this be the end of Tomlin in Pittsburgh? I mean, nobody thought that the Ravens were going to fire Harbaugh. Nobody thought it because they just gave him that extension. So they lose to the Steelers. They fire Harbaugh 2 days later. If the Texans beat the Steelers and another one and done year for the Steelers, do they look at going in a different direction? Should the Ravens get Justin Tucker back? No, they should not. Tyler Loop is a rookie kicker. Give him time to learn. Lucas, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. Aspen, North Carolina, thank you for the follow. Ravens just signed Brian Flores. I have not seen that news come across yet. But I know the Raiders were talking about interviewing Brian Flores as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Do you believe the Rams will beat the Panthers? Armchair? Yes, I do. I don't think that the Rams are going to lose to the Panthers twice in 1 year. And on top of that, Matthew Stafford during down the stretch has been playing very, very good. Ty Simpson just left Alabama. Also, Ty Simpson did declare for the NFL. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Because I know they were talking about him going into the transfer portal.
Broncos to the Super Bowl. Bo Nix as MVP. Oh, yeah.
Broncos to the Super Bowl, but he's not going to get the MVP. I'd say
No, Matthew Stafford is getting the MVP.
Matthew Stafford.
No, I said Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, Super Bowl MVP. There you go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For real? Yeah.
I don't know. Let's be playing the Rams.
Broncos ain't winning, though.
I just want to say
Wait, what?
I appreciate anybody who's a Broncos fan. So.
There you go, brother. Okay, I'm going to be honest because everybody knows me. Everybody who's been on this channel a long time knows that I am an unbiased fan. And I'll be honest. The Broncos do worry me. They do worry me.
I hated us when we had Russell Wilson.
The drop passes hurts. The inconsistency in the run game. That worries me. That does worry me. You have to have a very good running game in the playoffs to continue to advance. And it looks like we won't get J.K. Dobbins back until possibly the AFC Championship game if we make it that far.
No, I don't think he's coming back.
Oh, no, we're going to get him after the first game we play. He's coming back the next week after that.
Yeah, that would be the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, everybody will be back. Everybody.
So, but we've got to get there first, right? We've got to get there first. Does Lamar Jackson deserve a better coach and get back to their winning ways? Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. Lamar Jackson and the problems. Could what is going on with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, right? Because they want to rework that deal. Could what's going on there be another reason why Harbaugh was fired? Because maybe there was some internal struggles with Harbaugh and Lamar. Now, if you look at it, what coach would be good for Lamar? Let's think about this. You're going to need an offensive-minded head coach. You're going to need a coach that, hey, runs the ball.
Blind eight ball.
Pete Carroll.
I don't think Pete Carroll's going to do it. I really don't. I mean, he could. Don't get me wrong. He could. But at 73, I don't know.
I think they.
You want to know who I think may get the Ravens job? This is. I kind of think people kind of call me crazy, but I think it will be Flores from Minnesota.
I don't. I don't think the Ravens are going to go with a defensive-minded head coach. Look at Clint Kubiak, Brian Webb. No, I think they're going to go with an offensive-minded head coach. Cliff Kingsbury, that could work. Oh man, what did they say with Kingsbury?
They trying to get him in Kansas City as the OC.
What's up, Andrew? Kingsbury, offensive coordinator, Kansas City. They also said offensive coordinator, Denver, if we lose our OC.
Yep.
Who will replace Vance Joseph if he leaves? I think you could look at promoting from within or Jonathan Gannon or Raheem Morris.
I
So
don't want Raheem.
I got a question for you.
I hope I got an answer, brother.
All right, so as a fellow Broncos fan, I just want to ask you, what you think you should do from a position standpoint to improve, because you know those situations with like Russell Wilson gave us like $50 million,
83 million.
So
All right, this is what the Broncos need to do going into
what do you think we should do with
2026.
that money?
So we're gonna have 47 million in cap space going into next year. And what I think the Broncos need to do, number one, we got to make a decision about J.K. Dobbins. Are we going to bring him back? He was only brought in on a 1 year deal. Now you got to remember, Breece Hall is going to be a free agent. Would you look at like trading for a Bijan Robinson if Atlanta was willing to give him up, or are you going to look at the draft? I love R.J. Harvey, but R.J. Harvey is not an every down back. And then you got to look at going and getting a true number one wide receiver. I love Cortland Sutton. Don't get me wrong, but Sutton is not a true number one. Sutton is a number two. Pat Bryant is a slot/number three. Go and look at getting a sure-handed, true number one wide receiver. And then I was thinking this morning, if the Browns do this, which I think they will, David Njoku could be a free agent, and we should pick him up to be our tight end. I think that's where we need to do.
Tight end.
I love David Njoku.
I just don't think Evan Ingram works.
Well, I would keep Ingram. I really would, because Sean Payton likes to run a lot of 12 and 21 personnel. So if you were to bring in David Njoku, who is a sure big, he's a big guy, sure-handed tight end. Ingram's more of your speedster across the middle. That would really help. My picks are up there in the top corner, Revan, on top left corner. So that's what I think we should do. Again, we're going to have plenty of money. We're going to have 47 million. That's just right now. That's not without reworking more deals.
Hey, Armchair, what would you think about this instead of the David Njoku? What about Isaiah Likely?
I like it. They got to let him go, though.
I love that.
When would Bo Nix is on a full year contract? When could you extend that contract?
Actually, he's on a 5-year contract because he's a first-round pick.
All right, hold on. I didn't hear All Video's question. I'm sorry, All Video's. Answer that again.
When would you re-sign Bo Nix and give him a bigger contract?
All right, so this is what's awesome about drafting a quarterback in the first round, and it's not just quarterback; it's any first-round player. You get what is known as a 5th-year option. But what that 5th-year option means is it is a fully guaranteed contract for that 5th year, but it buys you time to give him a deal. I look at the Broncos to extend Bo Nix in the 2027 NFL season. I think they'll get the deal done then, because if you look at the contracts the Broncos have done, they've worked them all the way up to that season, because they know in 2027 they're going to have to pay Bo money. But I'm not looking at Bo Nix making anywhere, around $300 million. I don't think they're going to do that, and I don't think Bo Nix is going to do that. I think he's going to make a very team-friendly contract like what Tom Brady used to do.
Because I don't think Bo Nix is in it for all the money. Because I don't think he's I think he would just take a $22 million deal every year, for 4 seasons, and that will.
No, if he takes the deal, brother, you're looking at a 4-year, probably 180. It's not going to be under 100 million. I can tell you that right now. It's just not. It could be a 4 or 5 year 180, right? So if you look at it at a 5-year 180, you're looking at 36 mil a year.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if he get to the Super Bowl, he getting more money than that. I'm trying to tell you that.
Well, there you go. But you just said it, my brother, though. That's a big if.
No, that's what I said.
I think we should do a B.
I think if the Broncos win the Super Bowl, let's say if the Broncos win the next two Super Bowls, this year and next year, which is probably unlikely to happen, but let's just say that he will probably be making about $30 million a season.
Well, yeah. Revan, what's your question, brother?
Why did you pick the Niners over the Eagles?
Because I can't trust that Eagles offense. I just can't do it. And they have problems in the quarterback room. Not quarterback, cornerback. And
I was gonna say because the Niners got hurt, the injuries after the Seahawks game.
right, so the Seahawks game, that was going into that game, the 49ers had been on fire, and in my personal opinion, it looked like they dialed it back. It just did. It looked like they dialed it back. They had some injuries going in. They got some injuries during it, but they should be healthy going into Philly. And Philly, look what they did against the Commanders.
Do we know if Brock Purdy's playing?
Yeah, Purdy's playing.
They linebackers out for the season. The film among their best linebackers, so 49ers gonna be.
What's up, Dirk? I trust the 49ers more than I do the Eagles. That's the reason why I picked them. I trust them more because I don't trust I don't trust the Eagles offense.
And we see their defense save them.
That defense for the 49ers has played pretty good. I'm not going to say they've been playing great with all the injuries, but they've been playing pretty good.
Like, I've been hearing people say the Eagles' defense is really good.
It's good, but not that good, right?
I disagree.
You've got problems in the cornerback room with the Eagles in coverage.
And I predict the Broncos will probably win the Super Bowl because I kind of do think that Sean Payton will probably, I think he's going to take all the media's things of like, they're not that good and they and try to outdo the media's awards, like say at the for real.
Well, it's a wait and see kind of game, right? They're going to be practicing on Friday and Saturday, taking Sunday off, and then they're going to hit the ground running on Monday. My major concern is get healthy, come up with a good game plan. You'll know come Monday who you're playing. It's either going to be the Bills, the Chargers, the Jaguars, the Steelers, or the Texans, right? No, the Bills, Chargers, Texans, Steelers. Those are your options. Bills, Chargers, Texans, Steelers. Those are your four options of who you're going to play.
Was the armchair? Why do you have the Bears not winning against the Packers since their injuries?
Hold on. The Packers are going to be healthier. They're going to have Jordan Love back. The only injury you're talking about for the Packers is Micah Parsons. But if you remember, they did not have Micah when they played a couple weeks ago. They did not have Jordan Love when they played a couple weeks ago. And if it wasn't for a fluke of not recovering an onside kick, the Packers beat the Bears in Chicago. So now you're getting a healthy Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs should be right. That's his name, right? Josh Jacobs. Their running back. I think that's right. Isn't that right?
I'm guessing you think the Steelers are going to struggle against the Houston?
Yes, I really do think the Steelers are going to have problems against the Houston Texans. And this is the way I look at this game. C.J. Stroud does not have to go out and win this game. He just cannot lose it. Right? You've got the number one defense. You've got Will Anderson Jr. and other players on that defense that are going to give Aaron Rodgers trouble. Yes, Aaron Rodgers get DK Metcalf back. But we all know DK Metcalf is a go route running wide receiver. You're not going to have Darnell Washington, your big tight end. I get it. You're half Fryer moves. But you're going up against a very, very, very good and solid defense. I'm sorry, brother. Denver is not the number one defense. The Houston Texans are. If we would have held the Chargers to less yards this past weekend, we would have been named the #1 defense, but they base it off of yardage against your team. That is how the numbers work. I think it's weird. I don't agree with it, but that's how it works.
Do we think Justin Herbert's going to struggle in the game against the Seahawks?
Again, who?
The Seahawks. Justin Herbert and the Seahawks.
Justin Herbert's playing the Patriots.
Oh, Patriots? Oh.
Yeah, the Chargers are playing the Patriots, my brother.
Do we think he's going to throw 3 picks in that game, or?
I don't know, man. I like that they sat him. I like that they sat Omarion Hampton. I like that they sat Khalil Mack in the last week because you wanted them guys to be healthy going into this game. And having that week off really helped that left arm of Justin Herbert's to recuperate. I mean, that arm, it's not just his hand. It's his entire arm, his forearm, his elbow, everything has been beat up over the last couple weeks because of how he has to land when he gets tackled. So going into this game against the Patriots, it is going to be in Foxborough. Drake May methodically moves the ball up and down the field, right? Yeah, he can hit an over the top every once in a while. But we got to remember, Drake May's only had one game this year where he threw over 300 yards passing, just one. And if they can, if the Chargers can clamp down on Travion Henderson, their running back, and put the game on Drake May's shoulder, again, a second-year quarterback with his first playoff experience. Let's remember that. This is his first playoff experience. It's completely different. Everything moves a little bit faster. You're going up against players that have been in the playoffs when you haven't. So if that game is thrusted on your shoulders, where you have to be that guy, we haven't seen if Drake May can do it or not in the playoffs. But on the flip side, will the injuries hurt the Chargers, especially that offensive line? Yes. Herbert has been sacked a bunch of times. A bunch of times. But
do you think the Jaguars could be upset by the Bills?
Yes, I do think they could be upset by the Bills. I do. But that's another, coin flip 50-50 game. And the reason why is I don't think the Jaguars defense can stop the Buffalo Bills offense, but I do know that Buffalo Bills defense is going to have a hard day trying to stop that Jaguars offense.
What's going on, Chair? Just, you mind if I chime in real quick? I heard you say something about the Chargers.
Go ahead, brother.
The Chargers is they got to hurt Herbert. He's not going to be 100%. And then also the other thing about it is their front line's not going to be able to hold Milton from getting to Herbert.
That's what I worry about too. And we
I don't
saw.
think they're able to go down the field with Drake May. I don't think they're going to be able to go down the field with our offense with a hurt Herbert like that and us being able to bust through that line.
And if Herbert were to get hurt for, if he's out of the game for any short period of time and you have to put in Trey Lance, we saw what Trey Lance can do last week. Not much.
Hey, so a little more on that Charger-Patriot game. Like, it's going to be the same way with the Chargers offense versus the Chargers defense because they're going to move Derwin James to the box to stop the run game. And Travion Henderson's fast, but Derwin James is a thumper, and he hits him a couple times, and he's going to start getting scared. And Drake May's going to have to throw the ball.
I don't think Trayvon's going to get scared of nothing.
It's gonna be a very good game and a game I'm very much interested in on Sunday night because again, we've got to remember the whole other thing of this aspect though. Herbert has not had good success in the playoffs. Will that turn around with Harbaugh? Right? We've all been waiting for Herbert to be the quarterback we all thought he was going to be.
Who's that?
Did you see how many QBs haven't won a playoff game that won the playoffs?
Who's that?
Do you think the defense can help them?
You said what? Don't stop on area for a minute.
I said, do we think the Steelers defense can stop the Texans, the offense?
Yes, I do.
The
And I think
playoffs.
they will. The one thing, hold on. One thing we're not saying about the Steelers, I think it's gonna be a lot of drop offs. I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna find ways to get the ball out of Aaron Rodgers. Like a lot of
Armchair?
What's that?
Where are these echoes coming from? Like, these guys sound like they're in outer space.
I don't know.
Armchair, let me ask you a question. What do you think if Buffalo does not get it done this week? Do you think McDermott is out?
Oh yeah, he's gone.
That that's if Buffalo is one and done. If they go into Jacksonville and not win this game, I think there's going to be a lot of talk up there in Buffalo and Orchard Park about not bringing him back.
Was it Bryce? You're saying about the Steelers defense? Yes, Bryce.
Good morning, happy New Year.
Good morning.
I said, did y'all see the graphic that there are 8 QBs in the playoffs that have not won a playoff game?
Man, who would have thought Sean Payton would have got the Broncos in the playoffs, man? 3 years?
This is his third year with the Broncos, second year in the playoffs with them. First year as the number 1 seed.
I think the Steelers, from looking at the playoff season,
the Texans are 0-6 in
Who would have thought? Pittsburgh. Who would have thought the bounty hunter would have took the Broncos to the playoffs?
Hey, from looking at the Houston Texans on the road this year, they're not good. They have not done good on the road.
They're 5-3 on the road. The Texans are 5-3.
And the thing about it is, I don't think C.J. Stroud is going to be able to lead them to a win against them. Aaron Rodgers, which is this might be his last chance.
Well, another thing is it's going to be 35 degrees.
Yeah, and they don't play in that weather.
I mean, the Chargers-Patriots game is going to be 34 degrees.
And the Chargers don't play in that weather either.
Yeah, it does.
The Bears and Packers, 33 degrees.
55 degrees.
Yeah, but they took him to the wire. The Chiefs to the wire. Was it last season?
The Chiefs have not been good all season.
I'm talking about the Texans took the Chiefs to the wire last postseason. So it'd be different.
I think the Steelers defense will show up.
I got the Steelers with the upset.
Well, right now they have Houston by 3.
I think that should be Houston by 2.5. I think the finals
change. I think that's gonna change.
I think the Texans gonna win, man. C.J. Stroud's gonna.
C.J. Stroud is not that guy, man. I'm telling you, he does not produce offense.
We hope the Rams don't throw any picks and the Panthers win that game.
The Panthers ain't winning. The Panthers literally, Matt Stafford's coming with a belt, and he's gonna beat.
All over that team. Yeah. Well, it is hard to beat another team twice, but hey, the Panthers did beat them in the regular season.
And let's think about Devontae Adams. He's trying to get his first ring, dude. He's not gonna be playing light ball.
Exactly. You'll have Adams. You'll have Puka.
Yeah, you tell me who they're gonna stop. How they gonna stop Puka and Adams?
Right now, in that game, they have the Rams by 10.5.
Yeah, they're gonna cover that spread.
Did they got Devontae Adams back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over.
Yes.
I think we should go through each game one by one because we skipping it. Like we just all over the place with the game.
I did not hear you at all, brother.
He wants us to go game by game, is what he said.
Yeah, game by game.
All right, well, let's go game by game. All right, we'll start. Okay, we're going to go game by game, but how we're going to do it is we're going to go through the panel.
Yes,
so we're not talking over everybody. All right, we're going to go with Rams, Panthers. Bryce, you're up. Who do you got in this game and why? Bryce.
He's AFK because that's what it says AFK.
I say the Rams.
All right, we'll go to Bryce. Are you back?
Are we just saying who we think's going to win, and then you're going to come back through the panel again? Is that correct?
Okay, so we're going to go through the panel. We're going to start with Bryce first. We're going to go each game. So we're going to start with the Rams and Panthers, and we'll go through the panel, and then we'll go to the other game. So Bryce, Rams, Panthers. Who do you got winning this game and why?
Well, we all know the more dominant team is the Rams, but if Stafford does what he did against them the first time, I have the Panthers. But it's also playoffs, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
So you have the Panthers?
No, the Rams.
Okay. Revan, who do you got? Panthers or Rams and why?
I got the Rams. I think Let's see some freaking throw it to Devontae Adams and get it done. No, it isn't.
Devontae Adams was with them when they lost the first time. Anyways, sorry.
All right. So you have who, Revan?
I picked the Rams.
All right. Jason, who do you got? Rams or Panthers, and why?
I've got the Rams because Matt Stafford is not going to go throwing 3 picks again in the playoffs. He's going to be a lot more precise with his throws and accuracy. And like I said, Devontae Adams is trying to get his first ring. Puka's going to go off, and I really don't think that defense can stop them two on the field if they start, doing cross routes and stuff. I don't think they're going to be able to stop them.
All right, Aspen. Rams, Panthers, why?
You got one bar.
Aspen, we can't hear you, brother.
That's why they're driving.
All right, C-Right.
The Rams are gonna win.
Who you got, C-Right?
Give me the Rams.
Fuck it, I'm
Give
out.
me the Rams. Hold on, what did he say?
He said F it, he's out. I mean, I can't help you got one bar, dude. Can't hear you.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. I think the playoff experience gonna kick in. I think they'll get Devontae Adams back.
Hey, mamas.
So I'm rolling with the Rams in that game.
All right, all videos. Who do you got and why?
I'm taking the Rams because I just think with Adams being back, I think that will help the Rams battle. And I'm just worried about the Panthers and playoff experience because they have none.
All right.
In the past 10 years.
I like that. C-Right. Who you got? Rams, Panthers. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Who do you got?
So I'm going to take the opposite side of this, and I'm going to say the Panthers. And the reason I'm saying this is because the first time the Rams played the Panthers, that Panther defense made Matthew Stafford look like a joke. And so the Panthers made a move probably 3 weeks after that game that changed the whole dynamic of that defense, and that was putting Lathan Ransom in the game. Lathan Ransom is another Derwin James for their defense. He can play linebacker, he can play safety, he can run in the slot. He's just an all-around player, and he's improved that defense so much on the back end, and he's going to be a game changer for them. So I'm going to say the Panthers.
All right, 2. Who do you got and why?
I'm going to go with the Panthers. I want Bryce Young to succeed, and I'm a fan of his. I go 35-37.
Okay. Okay, I like that close game. All right. Bryce. Oh, let me tell you mine. I'm going to go with the Rams. I don't think that Matthew Stafford's going to have the game that he did the last time against Carolina. In my opinion, Matthew Stafford is the MVP of the league, and I think he's going to go out there and drop 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's an MVP, for sure.
So, all right. Packers, Bears. Bryce, who do you got and why?
Packers.
All right, why do you got the Packers?
They won the first one, and the second one they lost by a bad kickoff return. They basically dominate the clock the entire game. Again, Jordan Love back. And I think Caleb Williams just falls under pressure.
All right, Revan. Packers, Bears. Who do you got and why?
I'm choosing the Bears. I think their defense is going to save them.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Jason, who do you got? Packers, Bears, and why?
I got the Packers. Jordan Love coming back. I mean, when he's out on the field, it's a whole nother, the team's more elite. They're more complete with him on the field. When he's not on the field, they're not that good. But I think Jordan Love can take his team up to damn Chicago and finish them off. I'm not on the Caleb Williams hype. I'm just not on it. I think he's mediocre. Some games he's good, and some games he folds. So I'm not on the hype.
All right, I like it. I like it. Two-way, who do you got? Packers, Bears, and why?
I got the Bears because I just feel like they're more of a complete team on both sides of the ball, and the fact that it's also in Chicago makes me want to pick the Bears more.
Hey, I agree. Home field advantage. That crowd should be really raucous. I'll give you that one. I like it. I like it. C-Right, who do you got? Packers or Bears, and why?
Bears in a close game. I think the Bears use both of those running backs to control the clock.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
just think
How
they
close
lose.
of a game are we talking here? Last second field goal wins it, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, last second field goal, like 17-20, something like that.
Okay, I like it. I like it. All videos, Packers, Bears, and why?
I have Packers winning 10-7 because I think the Packers with getting mostly every player back except Micah Parsons. But I think this will be a good game because they almost beat the Bears in Chicago a couple weeks ago.
I like that. That's a close, brutal NFC North cold game. Because you guys got to remember, this game is going to be 33 degrees, which is perfect. Chris, Packers, Bears, and why?
I'm going to say the Bears because they're finally starting to get rhythm on offense. When DJ Moore and Doomsday were out a few weeks ago and Luther Burden went off, how are you going to guard all three of those guys and those tight ends? I think Kelly Williams has too many options, too many weapons for the Packers to stop. So I'm going to say the Bears.
All right. 2, who do you got? Packers, Bears, and why?
I got the Bears because Caleb Williams, he played for USC, and I'm a USC fan. 28-21.
All right, so I got the Packers in this game, and my reasoning is Ben Johnson, rookie head coach, but I think he's done a phenomenal job. First year experience in the playoffs for Caleb Williams because the pressure beat you much. The Packers are going to have Jordan Love back, Jacobs back. Romeo Dobbs should do pretty good in this game. It came down to a botched onside kick recovery the last time they were in Chicago, but we got to remember that, Jordan Love was knocked out of the game in the second quarter. So I think that I think Jordan Love and the Packers can go in there and win a close one, maybe 21-17 or 20-17 with a last second field goal. Now this is the one I've been waiting for. Bryce, why are you picking the Bills over your Jaguars?
The fuck?
Damn.
That's crazy, bro. I was
Damn,
like, what the
that's your
fuck?
team? That's your team.
No, I'm picking the Jags over the Bills.
All right, why?
100%. We're just a more complete football team.
What?
What do you think the score is going to be?
This is great. Oh, man.
What I mean is, do you think it's going to be Jags by a 2-score lead, or do you think it's going to be like a close game, maybe up by 3, up by 4?
I'm going to say 2-score, but not 2 touchdowns. Maybe a touchdown and a field goal.
Okay, I like it. Revin, who do you got, Bills or Jaguars, and why?
I think the Jaguars. I think Lord can throw it. I think it's going to come down to a field goal, though.
All right, I like it. Jason, Bills, Jaguars, and why?
I got the Bills. For one, Trevor Lawrence ain't. He has. I don't even think he's even played the Bills in the playoffs yet.
Your
And
takes
Josh
are
Allen.
ass.
Josh Allen is a whole different character in the playoffs, and you got to remember, Josh Allen knows this is probably his last year to get it done without Patrick in the way,
Hey,
without Lamar in the way.
you want a fun fact, Jason?
Hold on, guys. Let's let them go through theirs first.
But like I said, without Patrick in his way, without Lamar in his way, he knows this is his last time to try to get it done, and he's gonna be playing. I mean, he's gonna be playing lights out, and I think he'll have that offense ready to roll.
All right, 2-way. Bills, Jaguars, and why?
I'm taking Bills. It's going to be a really high-scoring game. The final is going to be 48-45 Bills. Both quarterbacks are going to throw for 3 touchdowns and over 250 yards.
That would be a very entertaining game. I like it. I mean, what do they got? Hold on. They've got the over-under for this game at 52.5. I like it. See right. Bills, Jaguars, and why?
Jacksonville. I think they find a way to stop those tight ends. And I just think Jacksonville. I've been on record saying I don't think what's his name, Josh Allen got the team to get it done this year. So I'm sticking with that. So I want Jacksonville.
All right. All videos. Bills, Jaguars, and why?
the Jaguars winning 56-59. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Be the highest score in the playoffs, ain't it?
Damn.
In overtime, I think it's going to be a crazy game to watch.
Like it. Like it. I mean, get your popcorn ready. Chris, who do you got? Bills, Jaguars, and why?
I think, and this is a different take than anybody else is saying in here. I think the Jaguars win in a blowout because we've seen what the Jaguars have done to some of these so-called offenses, and that Bills offense cannot protect Josh Allen. If the Jaguars put pressure on Allen, he's going to be just like everybody else. He's going to fold, man. And I think the Jaguars are just going to run away with it. It's going to be a blowout. Like, I'm going to say 35-13.
Nice, nice. That would be entertaining, too. Who do you got? Bills, Jaguars, and why?
I'm gonna go with the Bills over the Jags. Just Josh Allen. He's been in the playoffs. He doesn't have Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, so I'm gonna go with the touchdown and the field goal.
All right, so I've got the Jaguars winning this game. I think they're going to win by either 7 or 10 points. And the reason why is I do think that both teams are going to score. I really do. I think Allen is going to score on that defense. And I think that Trevor is definitely going to score on the defense of the Bills. But I think the Jaguars will probably lock down Cook in the backfield, and that will hurt Josh Allen. So I look at it that you could be going on the final drive and possibly a turnover that turns into points for the Jaguars, going up by 2 scores, and they win this game. 49ers, Eagles, and why, Bryce?
Wait, I need to share my fun fact first.
Let's get through these first.
Did you know that?
Let's get through these first.
Did you know that Josh Allen hasn't won an away playoff game?
Yeah, because there's Patrick Mahomes or Lamar in there.
Oh, jeez.
I know. All right. 49ers and Eagles. Who you got and why?
49ers.
All right, why?
They're hot. They're a hot team. They're playing real good football. Their defense isn't the best, but you've seen them hold up some good teams. Their offense is on fire. Brock Purdy is definitely one of the best QBs in the league.
Okay.
Leading defenses. Whoever said what shit you meant?
All right, Revin. 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I think the Eagles' defense is going to stop the 49ers' offense.
Okay.
I think they needed to run the Saquon more, though.
I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with that statement at all. So you're taking the Eagles because their defense is going to stop Purdy and CMC. I like it. All right, Jason. 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I've got the Eagles, and the reason I say that is because I don't know if anybody's read the injury report. The 49ers are beat up on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. And, I mean, we keep talking about Saquon. The playoffs are here. I really expect Saquon's going to be cooking in the playoffs. It's like they didn't use him a lot in the regular season. They just got through the regular season. But if you think Saquon's going to sit there in that backfield and not do nothing, you're sadly mistaken. And I think Saquon's going to have a big game against the 49ers trying to stop him.
I like it. Two-way. 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I got the 49ers just because Kyle Shanahan is just that guy. And yeah, that's really it.
All right, I got you. C-Right, 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I had a hard time picking this game.
I know.
I'm gonna just roll with the 49ers. I'm gonna just give them the nod. I had no reason why. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. All videos. 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I think it's going to be 49ers in a game with a final score of 6-9.
Wow.
6-9.
Wow, that would be an interesting ending. Chris, who do you got? 49ers, Eagles, and why?
I'm going to say the 49ers because I know they got a lot of injuries and they've been beat up all year. but they've proven that they can win without their
I'm sorry, Bryce.
And Kittle's comes. I think Kittle is back this week. He's been out for a couple weeks. But I'm just saying, like, they've been beat up all year. They've been winning with these so-called backups or whatever you want to call them. And I just think it's going to be too much for the Eagles.
All right, 2. 49ers, Eagles, why?
I'm gonna go with the Niners because that's my team. And
Of course it is.
Hold on, Margaret. Hold on.
like man, they picked up Kaiser White. I'm optimistic, man. I'm gonna go with 17-19 Niners.
All right, Margaret. We'll let you go with this one. Margaret, who you got, 49ers or Eagles?
The Eagles, obviously, because Purdy sucks defensively. I'm going to say, there's no offense to the 49ers fans. I want my Eagles to win 3 times in the Super Bowl. Okay?
All right.
Oh, you're right.
All right, Margaret. We got you. We got you.
Because their offense sucks now.
Yeah,
Doesn't
because the
mean
Niners had no answers for the Seahawks, and that was kind of
we'll see how that goes.
All right.
I'm going to say this.
All right, we got you. Now let's go on to the next game. Let's go on to the next game. And I did, well, all right, let me tell you my pick. I got the 49ers. I do. And the reason why is I can't trust that offensive coordinator. Hold on, Margaret. I can't trust that offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't. I can't. And I know last week against the Seattle Seahawks, that did not look like the right offense that we've been seeing out of the 49ers. I don't know what they did, but I think they're going to turn it around. I know losing Trent Williams is going to hurt, but you got Kittle, you got Jennings, you got CMC. I think Purdy turns around, does enough. I think this game comes down to a last-second field goal. In my opinion, it could go both ways, last-second field goal, Eagles or 49ers. It could go to Eagles, 49ers are up by 3. Eagles miss a field goal, or they're tied, and the 49ers kick a last-second field goal, or either way. But I'm going with the 49ers. I just think they have the better offensive coordinator than the Eagles.
We will see how it goes.
Well, now we got the Chargers and the Patriots. Margaret, who you got? Chargers, Patriots, and why?
Vote the fuck up.
Wow, that was kind of rude, dude. Say that to me.
Margaret.
I said bolt the fuck up.
Let me say this first.
Vote up.
I hate Perryman, so go Patriots. Sorry. Go Patriots. I'm an Eagles fan, I know. That's blasphemy, right? We
No.
hate Patriots, but
You're safe here.
let me say this. The Chargers, at least the Patriots.
There you go, train wreck.
To run. Correct?
I got you. So who do you got? Do you got Chargers or Patriots, and why?
Patriots, because quarterback is better. The quarterback is better on the Patriots.
All right, Brevin. Chargers, Patriots, and why?
I think Drake May does it. I think he's going to become the new Tom Brady.
Oh, that one might be pushing it a little far going into year 2, but I'll let you get away with it. I'll let you get away with it. All right, Jason. Chargers, Patriots, and why?
Technically, Drake May has better stats than Tom Brady did his second season. I mean, if you look at stats, I'm not saying he is going to be him. I'm not going to say he. I just think he's in the making to be a great quarterback in the future.
You say better stats for 7 rings.
I'm taking Drake May because he's at home.
Thank you, Jason.
He's at home, like I explained earlier. Yes. Yeah, in a minute.
Okay. All right, 2-way. Chargers, Patriots, and why?
I'm going my San Diego Chargers because for a
San
couple
Diego?
reasons.
I haven't heard that name in a minute.
One, we rested week 18. So our star players are rested too. The Patriots pass rush is not that good, so it'll be good for Herbert. We'll actually have time to get the ball out. So, and our defense, and I feel like our defense can give their offense a run for their money because people don't pay attention to how good our defense actually is.
Can you
All right.
me right quick so I can finish explaining this?
What's up, Jason?
I got interrupted. I didn't get to explain myself why I say that.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jason. Go ahead. Explain yourself, brother.
Herbert is not going to be 100%. If y'all think he's going to be 100% after having that broke bone in his hand, He's not going to be 100% on throwing.
He just
The
played
offense-
half the season without a
the
hand, so I don't really
offensive
think
line-
he needs it.
Hold on. The offensive line is garbage. Your offensive line is total trash, in my opinion. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop Trayvon. I think that dual threat in the backfield is going to be dangerous for the Chargers.
Trayvon Henderson.
Chargers don't play good on the road.
All right.
It's cold.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be cold.
Okay.
And Drake May's got, he's got that momentum going into playoffs. I mean, y'all keep saying cupcake schedule. This is the thing about Drake May. Y'all kept saying cupcake schedule all season. Now he's going to show you it don't matter the schedule. Put the team in front of me, and I'm going to do what I can with everything I got to do.
Yeah, you put them in front of a team that actually knows how to
All
do it.
All right, let's up. Z-Rod just got, all right, hold on. All right, all
You got the
videos.
two. You got the
All right, come on, all videos. Who you got? Chargers, Eagles, or I'm sorry, Chargers, Patriots, and why?
I say it's going to be the Patriots of a score of 27-24 and 3 overtimes.
What?
What the?
Now, okay, hold up, time out, hold on. You know what? Hold up. I love it because I'm going to rock with all videos on this one real quick. I'm going to rock with him on this one. Because if this were to happen, if we went into triple overtime, 30 extra minutes of football, this would finally tell the NFL their overtime plan sucks and they need to change it. So all videos, I'm rocking with you on that one. All right, Jay. Chargers, Patriots, and why?
I'll be right back.
All right. I like the dream. I'm going to give you the reality. The reality, the score is going to be 21-10 Patriots.
That's a nice dream right there.
I like Herbicide, but he's injured. The line sucks, and they're in Gillette Stadium, and it's gonna be cold. When it's cold, them bones hurt.
Amen.
We can play in the cold.
That surgery,
Guys, let him tell us, say his take.
he's gonna be feeling the pain of that surgery by the beginning of that second quarter. Him getting hit the whole time, he's gonna get flustered, and like the last game you said, when he gets flustered and he starts getting hit, he starts making bad decisions. You cannot make bad decisions against the Patriots. You'll get interceptions, and Drake May's probably going to throw, I said 21, but I see Drake May throwing 3 touchdowns.
All right, Chris, hold on, Margaret. We got to go through the panel.
It's really cool that we have one of the best run games in the league.
Chris,
Because they don't need to throw the ball.
guys, hey, we're jumping out of turn here.
Look at Chris.
Chargers, Patriots. Chris, who do you got and why?
I'm gonna say the Chargers because, like, dude
Chris
said,
knows ball, bro.
the Patriots don't have a really good pass rush other than Milton Williams, I think, right? That's the only guy they got on that B line. Like, they have a pass rush, and I understand that Chargers O-line is beat up, and some of these non-pass rushers will be able to get to Herbert, but I think he's having a little more time, and I think they're sleeping on that Chargers defense. Like I said, Derwin James and Jefferson are 2 of the best safeties in the league right now, and they're going to make it hard for Drake May. They're going to make it hard for May because they're going to take that run game completely out of it.
Okay.
Can I also add that this week we did add offensive lineman Ben Cleveland, so that will also help us.
All right, hold on. 2. Chargers, Patriots, and why?
I'm gonna go with Dago, man. Do they got Joe Alt back?
No.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers still. I'm gonna go with 27-31 Chargers.
I like it. Now here comes the most interesting game of the week. Margaret, Texans, Steelers, and why?
Steelers, because Rodgers is better. That's why.
Okay.
Rodgers.
All right.
Won that Ravens game. Rodgers is fast. He's healed. And I say this: Ramsey gonna do good. Rodgers gonna do good. Sure, they got fired.
Did you watch the game?
Sure, I hate my Tomlin. I'd rather have him than the Texans coach. And he's gonna go there in a week.
All right. Revan, Texans, Steelers, and why?
think the Texans defense will pull it off.
Fuck no.
All right, why do you think it's going to be the Texans, brother?
I think their defense is gonna get some sacks on Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I agree. All right, Jason, Texans, Steelers, who you got and why?
Listen, think.
You there, Jason?
Just on.
All right, two-way. Two-way, Texans, Steelers, who you got and why?
I'm going to go with the Texans just simply because their pass rush is so overpowered and Aaron Rodgers is so fucking old and slow. So,
I mean, he's 44. That's not old.
Oh,
That's old.
My
For football,
uncle was
that's old.
44. So,
But yeah, I just think the Steelers are the
leave
same old
Rodgers
Steelers.
alone.
I just think the Texans are the better team overall, and they've been proving it all year.
All right, Jay, who do you got? Texans, Steelers, and why?
I got the Texans not because of the Steelers offense, but because of the Steelers defense. I've been seeing them get exposed. I don't think they're good enough right now. I got the Texans. I think they'll pull it off. But I think it's gonna be a low scoring game though.
All right.
As usual.
All right, all videos. Texans, Steelers, why?
So I have a hard time thinking this is going to be a blowout or a close game. I think the Texans are going to win by final score of 21-3 or 16-17.
Nice. That's a big jump between each one, but I got you. All right, Chris. Texans, Steelers, who do you got and why?
I'm going to say the Texans because their defense is better. And the Steelers have had some coverage issues the last few weeks. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Jalen Ramsey and Porter can't cover everybody. And when they're in a zone defense, they're expecting the safety or the linebacker to pick up a player. And against the Ravens, you saw Jalen Ramsey and Porter look at each other like, where the hell was the safety at on that play?
Yep.
So I think they have some coverage issues in the secondary, and C.J. Stroud can expose that with those young receivers they got and Nico Collins. So I think the Texans will win this game.
All right, 2. Texans, Steelers, who you got and why?
I'm gonna go with the Texans because on Sunday night, Aaron Rodgers and Pittsburgh went to the red zone twice,
And they
back to
won,
back,
so
and they did not, and came out with a field goal. How
And
can
who
you
cares?
how can you go to the red zone and only come out with a field goal?
Oh, you're not going to talk
So I'm coming with
numbers.
the Texans, 24-34.
All right. So I've got the Texans in this game because of that defense. Again, going into this game, C.J. Stroud does not have to win on this game. He absolutely doesn't. Woody Marks is going to run the ball. C.J. Stroud is going to be able to find targets with that Steelers defensive backfield that I agree with Chris 100%. When you beat the zone, you beat the zone. And the Ravens 100% beat that zone. And so I look at this game. I don't think that offensive line for the Steelers is going to be able to hold up against that defensive pass rush for the Texans. And Rodgers is not that mobile anymore. It showed. It showed during that Ravens game. And again, it is also going to be a cold game. I'm around Rodgers' age. I have beat up bones. When it's cold, it hurts. So looking at these games, right? Looking at these games, we have potential for upsets. Okay. If the Jaguars win, technically, and I'm not being disrespectful, Bryce, because you know I ain't going to do that. But if the Jaguars beat the Bills, everybody's going to call it an upset win. They all are.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to do it, so you need to prepare yourself. If Duval wins this game, just be prepared for everybody to say it was an upset.
Also with he said the red zone issues with the Steelers. That's 2 weeks in a row. They lost to the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you want to know why? What's up, my brother D? Y'all want to know why the Steelers had problems the last 2 weeks in the red zone? I can tell you right now.
Their touchdown machine.
Darnell Washington is on IR with a broken arm.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
When they lost Darnell Washington in that game against the Browns, that's when I knew they were going to lose that game. Because Darnell Washington is a 300-pound tight end with great hands and catchability. And he is Aaron Rodgers' go-to target in the red zone. And it is going to hurt them. Now, again, yes, they get DK Metcalf back off of suspension. But we all know DK is a go route runner.
May I say something about him real quick?
Hey,
Why is he back?
also, so you forgot that Texans also can't score in the red zone. They're like number 3 and 4 of the worst teams in the red zone.
Yes, they are.
It's
They
like
are.
a very defensive game.
May I say something about DK coming back?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me say this. DK, you better behave this time. Understand? You know? He needs to behave, he needs to focus, he needs to do better.
I do think it will be the boringest game this whole week.
Which one? Which one?
Texas against Steelers.
Are you? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Before we go all in and be like sharks in a pool, are you talking like defenses struggle? You know, not that high scoring of points.
Yeah, it's gonna be a defensive game.
All right. Now, okay. I could agree with that. I could agree. 100%. It could be one of the lowest scoring games this weekend. Because we know that Stafford's going to throw up at least 3 touchdowns. We know that. When you look at the Packers and the Bears, they're going to put up points. We 100% know the Bills and the Jaguars are putting up points. We 100% know the 49ers and Eagles are. The Patriots and the Chargers are. I know that Chargers offensive line is beat up, but look at what Herbert's done with that offensive line. Look how many passing touchdowns he's thrown. Look how many yards he's gotten. I'm not counting out Herbert. I just think that the Patriots win this one by a close game, possibly a last-second field goal, because it's in New England. But I do think that Texans-Steelers game could be a defensive struggle because I don't know how that Texans offense is going to do with Woody Marks, C.J. Stroud, in that cold weather environment up there in Pittsburgh. That stadium is going to be rocking and rolling all night long.
And even if the Chargers, even if they only score field goals, he'll look good doing it. It'll be beautiful.
Okay,
Can
wait.
I remind the Chargers fans in here about something real quick? Perryman, is Perryman even playing or not?
Okay, hold on.
Is who playing?
Perryman, the guy
He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Have a good day.
You too, all videos, brother. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate it, my man.
Hey, listen, Armchair. So first of all, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, my brother.
So listen, first of all, what we must take a look at before we say what's going to be a boring game or what's not, it's our perspective of the game. Because I'm a defensive guy, so I love to see good defense, right? So that's a perspective of a person's eyes on what they think is boring. However, what I will say to you, and I said this yesterday, and I've been standing on this since we started talking playoffs. Be ready for the surprise. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming this weekend. Be ready for it. I don't know which one, but it's coming. And my belief is it's coming out of that Panthers-Rams game. I believe somebody's going to get the shock of their life in that game.
Hey, D, I told you this yesterday on your live about their defense. When they inserted Lathan Ransom in that starting lineup, that whole defense changed. The aspect of that defense changed. The way they called defense changed. Everything, because Ransom is a Swiss Army knife on that defense. And he didn't play a lot last time they played the Rams. I looked at, after that, I fact-checked it. Ransom didn't play that much because they still had them other safeties in that game. Ransom has been a breath of fresh air for that defense, and he plays different. He's gonna make that defense look different. And like you just said, the surprise is gonna be that Panther game. Everyone's saying Panthers gonna get this, Panthers gonna get that. Man, I think the Panthers have a legit shot of winning that game again.
I'm with you on that, and like I said yesterday, and I'll stand on this armchair. And Chris, you heard me say this on my live. I said that they're going to be. Everybody thinks that, oh well, Matthew Stafford's going to fix what he did wrong. I said sometimes you can overcompensate and end up making more mistakes than you made that first time. I don't care. Matthew Stafford has not looked good down the stretch, and if we're being honest, he has not looked good as a quarterback down the stretch of the season. Right or wrong?
I agree with that. And sometimes you look at a team and you're like, it's good to take a bad loss before playoffs. But that loss they took against the Falcons exposed them more to me. It scared me. Because I live in LA, I'm a Rams fan, but that game scared me. And I seen the sign of Matthew Stafford, and I was just like, I feel like this is going in a bad direction.
Hey, so to elaborate on that, Jalen, Bijan Robinson ran all over that Rams defense, and the Panthers got a two-headed backfield. Both of those guys could just go off, and Daddle and Hubbard could just go off. And if the Panthers control the game with that running game and just make the passes that they need Bryce to make during that game, it could be a major upset.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it's kind of like Jared Goff. Remember that game with Jared Goff? He couldn't stop getting sacked. I forgot what team they was playing against, but
Washington.
And he just did not look good. I felt the same way about Matthew Stafford, and that's just Matthew Stafford, not even the defense. I feel like if Bryce Young doesn't make any mistakes, they get that run game going because they got a nice 2 running back system. I think it'd get ugly.
Yeah, okay, so looking at this game again, it's a rematch. Matthew Stafford has been playing great. Bryce Young has not been. He hasn't down the stretch. And if you look at the Panthers, the Panthers did something very interesting this year. And I believe it was after week 7. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I watched that Panthers game against the Buccaneers, and what's up, Chester? And here is the one thing that I've been trying to tell everybody about Bryce Young, but nobody wants to listen. He does not want to run the ball. So going into this game, do not expect Bryce Young to get you yardage with his legs because he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He didn't do it in Alabama. He didn't do it in his rookie year. He didn't do it in his second year, and he hasn't done it in his third year. And please, let's not forget, in the second year, Bryce Young was benched for most of the year.
Okay, Armchair, all of that, what you're saying is true, and I won't deny any of that. But also, this is what I don't. Now, we can always concentrate on Bryce Young, but now let's concentrate on Matthew Stafford. And these games down the stretch, Matthew Stafford had that. I'm going to go just to the Seattle game. Had leads in the Seattle game, didn't finish. This is who we're calling our MVP of the season, by the way. Had lead in the Seattle game, didn't finish. Now, that to me, that goes to say where your mentality is hey, what am I doing? Or let's say he didn't finish, or he couldn't finish the job. Then they went and played. Who did they play the week after that?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. I knew you were going to ask me, so I'm trying to get all his stats pulled up right now. I already knew that's where my brother was going.
I believe they played a scrub Cardinals team, and they played the scrub Cardinals team. He backed them because they played the Cardinals 2 out of the last 4 weeks, right? They played them in that game after Seattle, and then they played them in, and then they played them. All
right, so no. It was Cardinals, Lions, Seattle, Atlanta, Cardinals. They won 1, lost 1.
Okay.
They lost in overtime to Seattle by 1 point. They lost to Atlanta by 3 points, which was not Matthew Stafford's fault, by the way. And then they won in Arizona by 17.
Hey, hold on. He threw 3 picks, one of which was returned for a pick 6.
Yeah, but wasn't that was a batted ball, though, wasn't it?
No.
I could have swore he threw. I know he had a couple interceptions, but two of them, I thought two of his interceptions were off of his receiver's hands.
No,
one of them was a batted ball.
One was in the end zone.
One was batted.
Yeah.
Xavier Watts jumped a route that he tried to throw deep, and Watts was just said, I'm like, Watts is over there sitting on that route. Why would you even throw that ball?
And I could have swore one was batted and one was like hit the receiver's hands and went through, because I watched that game. And also, let's not forget that special teams for the Rams really hurt them in that game.
And so the game is played as a team game.
I agree with you 100%, my brother. You know that.
It's a team. It's a team game. However, the one thing I have seen out of Matthew Stafford, you're keeping these other teams that you're supposed to be dominant over in these games.
Oh, I agree. But hey, D, we could say that about pretty much every team this year, being that that's a 2025 NFL season. It's been one of the weirdest seasons in the NFL lately.
Hey, so just to go off this whole, he's talking about Stafford, but so we look at the Panthers who played the Seahawks before they played Tampa Bay, and they lost to the Seahawks 28-14, I think.
Yeah, I'm about to pull them up.
And they could have won that game.
And they could have very easily won that game because, and I'm not putting that game on Bryce Young. I'm not putting that game on the defense because the Seahawks played good in that game. But late in that game, the play calling by Canales was stupid. Like they had the momentum. They had the momentum going, and they were exposing the weakness of that Seahawks defense. And then Canales went to the total opposite. So, like, I can't remember if it was the run or the pass, but I think McMillan was cooking, and he started running the ball because Seahawks were playing the run. They had all the dudes in the box. He kept running the ball, or short throwing the ball. So that was on Canales for them losing that Seahawks game.
Okay, I'll agree with that one, 100%. But I've told you guys, being a diehard Alabama fan, I do not trust Alabama quarterbacks. I don't. Never have, never will. I'll be like Captain Kirk and the Klingons. I never trusted a Klingon, and I never will. I can never forgive them for the death of my boy. I feel the same way about Alabama quarterbacks. I will never trust an Alabama quarterback in the NFL, and I never will. I can never forgive them for destroying my hopes.
What about Joe Namath?
Joe Willie Namath? Okay, I wasn't alive during Joe Willie Namath's time.
I don't get, so then make the proper statement then.
I just said that. I cannot trust them.
Recent Alabama quarterbacks.
I can't.
You can't say that as a whole.
I can't trust them because we've seen it throughout my time watching football.
Right. Okay. So
but if you hit the lottery on the slot machine, you're not going to tell everybody you trust casinos now.
Well, can I say this? And I want to say this in the defense of Alabama quarterbacks.
I agree, Random. I can't believe Ty Simpson declared for the draft.
Let me say this in defense of these Alabama quarterbacks. When have these Alabama quarterbacks actually been given the chance to get developed properly? They're thrown in and then they're given 5-8 different offensive coordinators, 3 different head coaches, and everybody calls them busts.
But D, you could say that about Bryce Young. Or not Bryce Young. You could say that about Trevor Lawrence. Because I knew that's where Bryce was about to go. You could say that about Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, so here's a take on that, D. So the Alabama quarterback, like he said, he don't trust Alabama quarterbacks. But let's just talk about how they're at Alabama, right? And they're used to winning. So when they get to the NFL, they're on probably a crappy team that don't know how to win yet, and they're not used to losing. So that their mentality has to change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Chris, they're on a dysfunction. They get drafted to a dysfunctional team versus Alabama. Alabama is super functional, super they're not disoriented. You know exactly what you're doing.
Because look at this. Hey, look at this. Look at Alabama running backs compared to quarterbacks in my time coming into the draft. I get it, 2 totally positions, right? But Alabama running backs have succeeded. Alabama wide receivers have succeeded. Alabama cornerback just won the Defensive Player of the Year award last year. But Alabama's quarterbacks in my time of watching in the last 30 some odd years, I can't trust them. And I've seen so many, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, Chris. I'm going to get this out, and then I'll let you go, brother. My wife is a diehard Cardinals fan. You guys know that. All the mock drafts that I've seen lately, I don't know if they changed it yet, have Alabama or have Arizona taken Ty Simpson in the first round. I don't like that pick. I don't like it.
I think that's a great pick.
I don't. I'd rather them get the kid out of Oregon if they could. Or out of Ole Miss if he doesn't get that other year of eligibility. Ty Simpson is not ready. Joe Milton. Oh, no, not Joe Milton. Jalen Hurt. Right, no. What is his name? For Seattle. He was just drafted by Seattle from Alabama.
You talking about the what position?
The third, Jalen Milroe. Thank you.
Milroe.
He was drafted, but he is a 3-year project.
Milroe was trash in college. Stop it.
Oh, no, I agree. Sorry to say it, but Kyler will be back for one more year. No, I doubt Kyler Murray's going to be back in Arizona another year. I seriously doubt it. The writing's on the wall that Arizona's going to let him go because of that salary cap saving. They are going to save a ton of money by cutting Kyler Murray. Somebody's got to echo in the background.
Somebody got a fan going on.
But all right, so
I was just gonna say something about that Pittsburgh Houston game. I don't know why people is counting out Aaron Rodgers like they are, because I think they're gonna find ways to get a lot of running back screens, wide receiver screens, and get the ball out of his hands quick. I don't think he's gonna just be back there dropping back.
But even if you do that, that speed on that Texans defense will shut those screens down very quickly.
And you play.
No, if you really watch Houston defense, they is good pass rushers, but when you get them on the edge, no, they don't really do that.
I disagree with
really
you.
Do that.
See right, you're wrong there, because they got a linebacker that I know very well. His name is Henry Toto. Jesse's his father. That boy plays sideline to sideline, and he cuts edges off. Their linebacking core with him and Algier, they cut edges completely off. You're not speaking properly on that.
Man, I'm telling you what I'm saying. I'm just about what I'm saying. I'm telling you, they get the boys on the edge. It's gonna be a whole different game.
All right. But okay, hold on. Let's go with what C. Wright's saying. I'm gonna do a what if here real quick, right? So say the Steelers do this and they play the quick pass, quick screen, but you don't get first downs and you get a couple 3 and outs, but now you're down by 10 or 14. Guess what? The quick screens and the quick outs are no longer in the bag. You can't do it. If the Steelers go down by 10, they're going to have to open it up, which is going to leave Rodgers in the backfield trying to get away from Toa, get away from Will Anderson Jr., and get away from, I can't think of the other guy's name. Good morning or afternoon.
But this game is not going to be. This game is going to be a low-scoring game.
I agree.
Field goal type of game.
Danielle Hunt, thank you, Hunter.
I don't think one of these teams blow each other out.
Oh, I don't think so either.
So I don't think CJ Stroud is the worst in the red zone in the NFL. One of the worst teams in the red zone.
All right, hold on, guys. Let's talk about Chop Boy's question real quick, because I've been waiting for somebody to ask it. Was it the right move for the Baltimore Ravens to fire John Harbaugh?
Hell no.
Yes, I agree.
No, hell no.
All right, hold on. Before we all jump in at once. Hold on. Let's go through the panel. Yes or no, and then we'll talk about it. C. Wright, good decision, yes or no? Harbaugh getting fired, yes or no?
No, I'm gonna say no.
Raven, yes or no?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm good.
All right, Bryce, yes or no?
Damn. Yes.
Jay, yes or
Oh
no?
my God.
I'm gonna say yes. And I'm gonna say even the Eagles fired Andy Reid. Sometimes it's just better for a new page.
All right. Mark, yes or no? Good decision.
Yes or no? Good decision.
Nope, it was a poor decision.
David, good decision, yes or no?
A good decision.
D, I already know your answer, but yes or no?
No, if you got 18 years, and in those 18 years, you've only had 3 losing seasons, and you tell me who's out there you're replacing that culture with, that right now you can bring in and replace that culture with. You have that was the dumbest. And you know what? I'm glad Raven fans did that, because they're going to look back at this in 5 years later wishing they would have kept him while he's over there winning with another team.
All right, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Good decision, yes or no?
I'm gonna say no. That's not a good decision, because what Demetrius said, and the thing is a lot of people don't understand that he had to modify his playbook just for Lamar. Like,
there it is.
If no team, like, if Baltimore had another quarterback over there, I think they'd have been way more successful.
All right.
Let me say this real quick. Having to modify your playbook, overload your playbook just to fit a player abilities and what Lamar was capable of doing, I think that's trouble.
All right, I want to throw some. Hold on, I want to throw a wild thing out there that I just thought of. Think about this. This is why I think he was let go, because of Lamar Jackson and that contract dispute they're having about extending him. I think it was part of the deal that he didn't want Harbaugh there. Now think about this one real quick. Harbaugh is now the hottest commodity of head coach in the NFL right now. We have a game on Sunday morning. The Buffalo Bills going into Jacksonville. If the Bills lose this game, John Harbaugh is now an available coach. Do you get rid of Sean McDermott and bring in John Harbaugh for Josh Allen?
Yes.
Wait. Let me before you take it there, because you're taking it away from you're taking a little bit away from what we're talking about. But before we take it there, because John Harbaugh is an excellent coach.
He's a good coach.
When do we start putting blame on players? So when Lamar Jackson fumbled the playoffs away 2 times, right? Because he has. How come John Harbaugh wasn't able to bring Lamar Jackson into his office and say, you know what, I'm done with you. You're out of here. You know why? Because fans are just delusional. No money, but they're delusional.
It's money, my brother.
No,
Lamar's a franchise quarterback.
Lamar has done, all y'all can say what you want, but Lamar has done crap with that franchise quarterback.
I'll agree. I'm not going to disagree with you at all, my brother.
Big in a big moment. Lamar Jackson is terrible. And I agree with my boy Josh up there. If they had a different quarterback, they would have probably have won a Super Bowl by now. If Joe Burrow was playing for the Baltimore Ravens with John Harbaugh, they would have already had beat. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I can't even finish this thought. That's how terrible that was.
On the Bengals, would be like,
The Bengals would not be. The Bengals would be just a razzle dazzle.
D, I agree with you 80%, but here's my one question. How about you actually use your running back that you brought in, Derrick Henry? They don't even use him.
How about that? That's the whole thing.
Okay, all right. I know where you're going. You're going to say it's not on Harbaugh, it's on the offensive coordinator. But again, Harbaugh is the head coach, or was.
Right. And I think what you're saying, Jay, I think Harbaugh should have stepped in and was like, hey, why are we running away from why are we taking away from one game? If we got 80 yards in the first quarter, why do we shy away from the run? I believe that. But what I believe is if the coordinator tried to make Lamar the topic, like the focal point. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
And that would happen.
Do you all remember what I said last week? That if Lamar played this game, what was going to happen? Do you all remember?
No, I think he could pass. I think
He passed for 4,000 yards last year.
I said if Lamar played in this game, the Ravens lost.
Wait a minute, Armchair. There was he passed for 4,000 yards. When did he elevate his team in wins? Because I'm gonna tell you what I could do. I can go out there right now and throw 5-yard outs to great athletes. I can get 4,000 yards because I can hit a 5-yard out, and I can get 4,000 yards passing. When are you? You're the franchise. You've been the MVP twice. When are you elevating your team over? And listen, by this, and let me say this, guys. Y'all can argue me down. If I'm Lamar, I'm this franchise quarterback, I'm the MVP, and we coming up to the line, I'm at the 5-yard line, and I know I got these legs to get me into the end zone, and they call a pass play or run play, whatever they call it. I know I can do this. I'm walking up there saying, I'm putting this ball in my hands, and I'm carrying my team over top. Lamar Jackson has never taken responsibility, and he's been a crybaby, and all everybody has done is give him his excuses on why he's not getting over. It's somebody else. No, when does it become on him? He's on the field. Why isn't he executing? Why is he fumbling? Why is he throwing interceptions? Why nobody's ever doing that?
But Dimitri, do you think Jalen Hurts is doing better than Lamar?
No, wait, don't start that. Don't start that topic. But hold on, I'm gonna tell you like this here, D. Look. Go ahead. Some of those drives, it wasn't really on Lamar. You know what I'm saying? But I can see what you're saying. Like some of the drives he could have used his legs. He could have been like Josh Allen. Like he could have turned into the athlete that he is, like an elite quarterback. He could have turned in that, but he didn't. So I understand that. But the topic is somebody had to go. Somebody had
and
to
you're
go.
not getting rid of your star quarterback.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think they made the wrong move.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree. Well, look what, hey, D,
Lamar Jackson would have been the one gone.
D, look what happened up in Philly with Andy Reid. Who did they pick, quarterback or coach?
They picked quarterback.
Exactly.
They ended up getting rid of Reid and ended up having to rebuild and do a whole blow up. And the other coach got fired, and they got lucky because they found lightning in a bottle with Nick Sirianni, and that's it. We can't measure by the luck that they got. That's almost like saying they got luck.
I just want to say one thing, man. I just want to say it ain't John Harbaugh's fault that Zay Flowers fumbled the ball on the way to the end zone.
Say something.
It's not his fault that Mark Andrews dropped the pass on the.
But it's Lamar's fault.
It's not his fault that the kicker missed the field goal. Like, come on, like they're not gonna find another coach like John Harbaugh. It just is what it is. I think if you're gonna let him go, you gotta let everybody go, from the coordinators to the GM, everybody.
I'm gonna agree with C right here, and this is what's got me.
I think they need to find someone that's gonna suit Lamar. Man. That's what they were.
But okay, so you said they need to find somebody. You do not let go of a coach like John Harbaugh and not have a direction on where you're going. That if you fire Harbaugh and now you have no idea on who you're going to hire, that was a horrible idea. They already have to know who they're going after. Is it Brian Flores? Is it Mike McCarthy? Is it Clint Kubiak?
Hey, he just didn't hear what I said, bro. I said John Harbaugh had to overload his playbook for Lamar to fit his style of play. I don't think no other coach is gonna do that. No, that takes time to overload your playbook. You add about 15 to 20 more plays to suit his style of play in your playbook. That takes time.
Yes, sir.
Josh, I gotta ask you a question. Do you think that Harbaugh and Todd McCutcheon, whatever his name is, do you think they wanted to get rid of Lamar?
I don't think Harbaugh wanted to. I don't think he wanted to.
And that's what makes
the other guy. Yes.
And that's what makes me mad is that Harbaugh rode for his players even through their mistakes, and his players didn't ride for him. That's what makes me mad.
Lamar wanted to get.
just because of what C. Wright said. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna land this thing and I'll get done. Just because of what C. Wright said. If you look at the bevy of mistakes that the players made on the field that stopped them from being successful, it had nothing to do with Harbaugh. He had them in position, and that's all you can ask of a coach, to have them in position to be successful. And that's what he did. And they dropped the ball, and none of them are being held accountable. None of them.
Lamar wanted to be away from Harbaugh. If y'all not noticed, when everybody kept saying, man, hold on, Dave, hold on. When everybody kept saying that, man, when Lamar came back and he's like, man, he's not the same Lamar. He's not the same Lamar. Asking a player that cares about his body to come back to play, and he knows he ain't healthy, you're gonna lose him. And that's what happened. When John Harbaugh asked Lamar, can he come back and play, even though he wasn't entirely 100% healthy, he lost him. Like these guys.
Did the Ravens get rid of Derrick Henry then? Did they get rid of him?
They not. I don't think.
Hey, go right ahead. We'll pick him up in Denver. I'll take him.
Well, take that fumbling machine. He ain't the same Derrick Henry.
I'll take Derek. He'll be running through the line a hell of a lot better than our guys. But here's the question, though. This is what I want to. I want to bounce off ideas. We know it's done. It's over with. There's nothing we can do. The Ravens did it. We know. I believe this has something to do with Lamar's contract. I believe it. Because he's due $74.5 million next year, $74.5 million the year after that. Okay. When you look at the new coach, I'm not bringing in a Mike McCarthy. I'm definitely not bringing in a defensive-minded head coach. So, Brian Flores, in my opinion, is out. I am not bringing in a defensive-minded head coach.
I think a defensive head coach would be good.
Why?
Their defense was, and it just needs to be a little bit better than what it was this year.
The problem with defensive-minded head coaches is they don't know how to pick the right offensive coordinator.
Somebody said, what players in the NFL is 100%? It's a difference. You're not going to be fully 100%, but you can be 100% to play.
Come on, big dog. And your mentality has to, asking that question, your mentality has to be one of
100%.
Again, it's got to be a mentality. And that's the thing that people forget. Like, I have never, you know what, that's why I call NFL fans and I call NFL commentators, I call them hypocrites. Because if Brock Purdy had done the things that Lamar Jackson is doing, you know the thing what they be saying? Well, I told you, Mr. Irrelevant, doesn't deserve that, doesn't deserve this. If he loses this game against Philly, that's all it's going to be said. But when Lamar Jackson makes a mistake or when he loses, well, it ain't Lamar's fault. He's dynamic.
Dimitri, do you think that Jalen Hurts is playing like Lamar?
You know what I think is going to happen, and I don't. This is what I think.
Do you think Jalen Hurts is playing like Lamar?
I think Jalen Hurts' team is winning. And I think Jalen Hurts is being a quarterback that's lifting his team to win. That's what I think. Does Lamar have a Super Bowl ring? Because Jalen Hurts does.
Jalen Hurts know how to protect the ball way better than Lamar, too.
Here's what I'm thinking, guys. What did Liam Cohen do with the Jaguars?
Hey, I can tell you what he did. He made Bryce insufferable. So
all right.
Always got to listen to Bryce talk about
but follow my logic here. Hold on. Follow my logic. We know we all feel that this could come down to what's going on with Lamar. So the Jaguars, they go out and get a young and upcoming head coach, Liam Cohen, and look what he's done with Trevor Lawrence in that offense, right? He's kind of turned it around. Could the Ravens, and this is a big, so to say, could they be looking at a Brian Webb or a Clint Kubiak, these up-and-coming young coordinators and position coaches, as maybe we can catch that lightning in a bottle to turn our quarterback around like what the Jaguars did with Trevor Lawrence?
I think that would be their best decision, getting a young guy, maybe like a Tommy Reese. That is their best decision. To make shit into shit salad, that's their best option. I
don't think that Mike McCarthy fits. I don't think Brian Flores as a defensive-minded head coach fits.
Brian Flores, they would clash. Him and Lamar would clash.
Exactly.
That's not a good combination.
That boy Brian Flores.
Yeah, I don't see nobody come in and grooming Lamar to be real, because if they come in and try to take one of his abilities away and trying to make him a thrower, I mean, I think that's going to be shit show. And if they come,
if Kingsbury goes to Baltimore, that's going to be a joke. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you what I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna hire somebody like Cliff Kingsbury, who somebody just put in there to run those little gadget plays with Lamar. They'll win about 5-6 games, and then everybody gonna look at them and go, "Well, man, we got rid of the wrong guy. Lamar has now. Then Lamar will become the guy that they'll go
the scapegoat."
Where do you guys think Harbaugh will go?
Yeah, huh?
Where do you guys think Harbaugh will go?
And Harbaugh
anywhere.
And he'll go to Atlanta.
If he go to Atlanta,
right
Actually, you know what? I think the Giants make more sense for Harbaugh. And let me explain why. Let me explain why I think the Giants make more sense. You already got your quarterback, Jackson Dart. You got your running back who'll be healthy next year, Cam Scatterbo. You got a good wide receiver, Malik Neighbors, who will be back healthy next year. You've got a good structure on defense already. You just got to tweak a few parts here or there. If you go to Atlanta, Kirk Cousins redid his deal so he can be out of there. You don't know what you have, and you don't know what you have with Michael Penix Jr. because he's coming off of another severe injury on top of the ones he had in college. Now, yes, you got Bijan Robertson, but you go into Atlanta going, do I even have a quarterback? Do I even have a quarterback? But if you look at the Giants, you know you have a quarterback. And by the way, Dart can move, but he's also a pocket passer as well.
Let me tell you what I have in Atlanta. I got a young core with a young up and coming wide receiver, good wide receiver. I got a young up and coming tight end. I have a quarterback that can get me to my next quarterback. I have a bridge gap quarterback that can get me to my next. I have a hell of a elite running back, and I got a young, hungry, feisty defense.
D, but you're not thinking about this
defense. That defense that he could add a couple of more pieces to make it better.
D, I don't think Harbaugh wants to walk into any dysfunction. I mean, Atlanta's CEO just quit.
Yeah, Atlanta is very dysfunctional right now.
Every team that doesn't have a head coach, I hate to tell y'all, it's dysfunctional.
It could be the Raiders. It could be the Browns.
Okay, let's think. Oh, hold on. You know how interesting that would be if he took the Raiders job to have both Harbaugh brothers in the same division.
Oh, that's probably why they wouldn't happen.
I don't think he wants to do that either.
That's what I'm saying. Well, no, he's been in the same. He played his brother, so it probably.
Right, but they've never been in the same division.
Yeah.
What if he went to the Browns? I mean, he was a Browns fan.
The Browns, bro. The Browns do not want to. They do not want to open them pocketbooks. They need players and pieces, so they're gonna need that. They're gonna need the Browns owner to open up them pocketbooks to get the pieces they need over there, especially on the offensive side. Defensive side is okay, but the offensive side need restructuring.
Hey, listen, Harbaugh to Atlanta. You said they don't have a quarterback situation. But let's see. Deshaun Watson's coming back for the Browns, right? Like, whatever. Everybody keeps saying this. What if Harbaugh goes to Atlanta and makes the trade for Shador to come to Atlanta?
I mean, it works for me. Here you go. I've got one.
I don't see the Browns.
How about Harbaugh goes to Arizona?
Letting go Shador.
Chris, let me say something to Chris. Chris, you know I love you, man. So please take this with the love that is given to you give to you. Shador Sanders ain't shit. We need to quit acting like he's good. So I'm saying that to you in love. Shador Sanders ain't. Listen, man. I'm saying that to you with so much love because I know you know what you're talking about. I'm not saying that to you like you don't know. I just think that Shador Sanders is the most overused name in these past 6 weeks of football. Stop it.
I have a place for Harbaugh. I have a place for Harbaugh, D.
Hey, D, I'm saying this with love too, but last time I checked, Shador Sanders was a higher draft pick than Brock Purdy.
Arrow to the heart.
No, it don't. No, it's not. And Brock Purdy's 6 games of the season, he only took his team to the NFC Championship game. What the hell did Shedeur Sanders do?
All right, but okay. Before we go at each other, think about this. Hold up. Time out.
Threw 10 interceptions and 7 TDs.
Hey, he's a rookie that almost carried their team to the playoffs. Going to the Super Bowl. Right?
With a way better team.
I think, hold on, guys. Harbaugh to the Arizona Cardinals.
I still don't believe you put Shedeur with a good team. He still ain't good enough.
No, he's not developed. He still needs more time. But
He don't read well. He delivers the ball late. He holds on to the ball too long. I said, you can say what you want about. You can say what you want.
I'm just thinking, the Cardinals, they need to really change it up down there in Arizona. You don't know if you're keeping Kyler Murray. You got a high draft pick. I don't see why Harbaugh, being an offensive-minded guy, would not be a bad decision for Arizona.
That's why I see Harbaugh going. That's why I see Harbaugh going.
Where?
I see Harbaugh sitting out a year and waiting for his job.
Hey, I'm not trying to sound silly here, but I see Harbaugh going to a team that is in a situation where they can win now. Arizona's not a win now team. He's not going to sit back and wait to win. He's going to go to a win now team.
I can see him going to the Falcons or.
They're not a win now team.
The Falcons?
They are not a win now team. No, they're not.
The Falcons play in one of the worst divisions.
They play in one of the worst divisions, but when you get into the playoffs, you're going to be one and done. No, the Falcons are not a one and done, a win now team.
Atlanta would be happy. Atlanta would be so grateful to go to the playoffs and win one game. They would build a statue for him.
We're also leaving out in that, what you're saying, Armchair, is that we're forgetting that this man can coach. And just because you think the Falcons right now are one and done with him and some of the stuff that he's going to bring, they won't be one and done. They will not be one and done.
I still like him to the Giants.
The thing about that too, Dimitri, if you can't, even though if he do go over there, and y'all, hello, Dave. Hey, even though if he do go over there, and y'all think that he's gonna be one and done, you gotta know something. Them sneaky teams be knocking teams out the playoffs. They be knocking teams out the playoffs.
I heard that it was well about Bill Belichick possibly going to the Giants.
I think Bill Belichick is too old.
He need to go. He need to go on the beach and sit back and drink some margaritas and enjoy his life.
Hey, I was reading it online.
With his 15-year-old fiance.
If Pete Carroll couldn't do it, Bill Belichick can.
21. She's 15. She ain't 21. She's 15. He got her out of Cracker Jack box.
I don't like Bill. I don't think Bill Belichick coming back in is a good fit for the Giants. I honestly don't.
Armchair, please don't say we need Derrick Henry no more, man. Stop that. Yeah, I'd rather go spend money on Denver getting Montgomery.
Okay, I'd actually rather us spend money on getting Bijan Robertson.
Dimitri, if Derrick Henry came back to the Titans, would they help Cam Ward?
Yes, it would.
What?
Absolutely, it would.
What's up, Mark?
Yes. One, Tony Pollard at 2. Yeah, that would help a lot.
Hey, watch this. Let me ask you something.
Going back.
Denver. How about you put a package together, trade up in this draft, and draft one Jeremiah Love?
Oh man, I would absolutely love that, D. I really would. Let me pull up a new mock draft real quick.
Here's the problem with that though. Here's the problem with that. If we put a trade package together to trade up for Jeremiah Love, what is that saying to RJ Harvey and all them that did all that work this year, man? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll tell you what it tells you. I love RJ Harvey, Chris. I do. But he's not a number 1 running back.
Nope.
He's not.
Hey, if you got a chance to get Jeremiah Love, you get Jeremiah.
Man, you guys forgive me. He's only a rookie, man. Like he's not. Like we're talking about like.
I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks for Jeremiah Love. I'm not doing it.
Is y'all asleep? Y'all acting like Montgomery is a bad running back.
If Montgomery good, I'll take him.
Man, Montgomery will fit well in Denver.
Hell yeah, I'll take him.
Crazy. And then he probably don't. And then he probably not. He don't. He probably don't.
All right. So according to CBS, they have Jeremiah Love, the number 8 pick, going to New Orleans.
That's where I think he's going to.
They have Cardinal Tate going to Washington. They have Jordan Tyson going to the Browns.
Hey. Every year.
Dante Moore going to the Jets.
Every year we get a surprise.
Y'all gotta understand something though. Sean Payton will hold on to a player that's injured for a long time.
You know, I keep getting that question about what is the Broncos going to do with JK. If JK does a really good deal, I could see him coming back.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. And hey, this is in play, man, because he's gonna be a free agent this year, and he was his running back in New Orleans, man. Like I can see Alvin Kamara coming to Denver.
Man, and guess what? If he go get Aaron Kamara, I'm gonna say get ready to fire Sean Payton.
I would take a pack of dilators over Alvin Kamara.
What? I would kick an ant bed. I would take a kicked over ant bed.
Yo, Alvin Kamara put up numbers in Sean Payton's offense. That's what I'm saying. Then when Sean Payton left, Dennis Allen didn't use him nowhere near as much.
Hey,
Why not go get? Why not just go get Brees Hall? Why not just go get Brees Hall?
I'll tell you what I'll do for y'all. I'll trade y'all Brandon Ayuk for a pack of Starbursts and a king-size Reese's peanut butter.
No.
Do we have a deal, Denver?
No.
I'm just trying to get something for him. I'm just trying to get something for. Okay, I'll trade you a lunch and steak and steak. Do we have a deal, Denver? For Brandon Ayuk?
I'll take it. I'll trade you a flat Dr. Pepper.
Hey, y'all gotta understand something.
Hey, do you have the cap?
When the trade was going on, it was time to make a splash. Did Denver do anything, bro?
No.
Did we go get any big names?
No.
Y'all gotta understand something, bro. Sean
Because
Payton.
you were already winning.
Sean Payton trusting the guys that he got. He trusting the guys that he have right now, bro.
But now we have money. Now we have the money to spend.
Yeah, but he's gonna go get another receiver in the offseason, but not right now.
The Broncos will have. Hold on.
And again,
I don't know if you guys realize this,
93 million, I think, in cap.
Guys, I don't know if you guys realize this, but Cortland Sutton is his Michael Thomas and Marcus Colston of his
The Broncos will have $45 million in cap space.
Cortland Sutton is not a number one.
Sutton is not a number 1. No, he's not.
Michael Thomas and Marcus Colston were not number ones in this offense either. You guys got to remember that.
But what could Michael Thomas and them do that we're having problems with this year?
Thomas can stay hurt.
Hey, I'm just saying, like Cortland Sutton is just like Michael Thomas. Like he's not a fast guy. He can catch. He's big.
Right there, he can catch. The Broncos are number 2 in the NFL in drops.
Right now, hold on. There I go.
They're number 2,
Mac and cheese.
only behind the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Private life on Mike. But hey, if you dealing with the private life,
Hey, like I understand that we lead the league in drops, but I'm Cortland Sutton had a
Whoever
few bad
tells me
drops.
to mute my mic one more time, I've been muted this whole time, I will find you.
But
Dave,
Troy Franklin and
Dave,
Mims
not
and
Bryant.
Bryant have most of those drops.
My bad.
I still think if you were to go get a true number 1 wide receiver, move Sutton to the other side and put Pat Bryant in the slot, you're doing good. I think if David Njoku becomes available, we need to go get him.
Dimitri, if Titans want Derrick Henry back, what would they have to trade for him?
A lot.
Hey, if
Bro,
the
let's
Titans
move
want Derrick,
on from that Derrick Henry stuff. He's
Derrick
not going back.
Henry is not him right now. He was him. He's not him. And you got everybody. And you know what?
Isn't he a free agent after this year?
No, he just got no, I don't think so. Let me look.
No, I'm tired of everybody thinking that Derrick Henry would have been the difference. Do you think any coach would have went away from Derrick Henry if he thought he was going to be
Derrick Henry has it.
Has what?
He's only on a 2-year deal, right?
3 touchdowns, 300 yards in a game.
Derrick Henry won't be a free agent until 2028.
He did that against a Green Bay Packers stumbling defense. He hasn't done that against anybody else.
I don't know. I think he still has not a lot left, but he still has a year or two left.
All right.
I can get him on discount for sure.
All right, see?
Hey, Dimitri, you gotta understand something. This is why these guys are not GMs in the NFL.
That's good.
Richie Rich, I think that's where Harbaugh's going to as well.
The late football great Bill Walsh used to say this: "I'm getting rid of you too early, 2 years too early, then 2 years too late." Bill Walsh got rid of Joe Montana. Bill Walsh got rid of okay, let him retire. That's what players do. That's what players do. If Christian McCaffrey's gonna retire, that's what players do. Nobody cares. No, it's good. That's what players do.
See, I'm not talking about Derrick being your only running back. I'm talking about putting him in a package. 2-man package. Where you're rotating them out.
Hey, guess what? That's what they was doing Sunday, and everybody complained. In the second half, they went to Mitchell, and then everybody was like, well, you should have given the ball to Derrick Henry because we know better than you. Yeah, you know better than a coach that's been there for 18 years and only had 3 losing seasons and missed the playoffs by 3 inches to the left. That's what he did. He missed the playoffs by 3 inches to the left.
That wasn't even his fault.
Come on.
Hey, D, I will say this. They shouldn't have been in that position in the beginning. They lost 3 important games that they shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have even been in that situation.
I haven't seen it hit NFL.com yet.
You got ancient Aaron Rodgers. Why are we in this predicament?
Okay, I'm with you on that. But when are the players going to hold some of that responsibility? Where was the defense in the game?
I'm tired of people saying we got ancient Aaron Roberts, ancient Phillip Rivers. Y'all gotta understand something. They might be ancient, but their mind still works. They still have the mind of the game that still can pick apart defensive coordinators, bro.
It's
the mind, bro.
It's almost like this. It's almost like when Cam Newton is calling all of these players' game. The hell was Cam Newton in the league then?
What is breaking?
What was he?
He wasn't a game changer. He was not a game changer.
By his definition, he says he was a game changer. And when he went to the Patriots, he was doo-doo sticks.
Hey,
if they have to build an offense,
but he did say game manager is not a bad thing. Like everybody.
No, I don't mind a quarterback being a game manager, and I've said that multiple times. If I get a quarterback that is a system quarterback and can run my system perfectly, that's what I want. Brock Purdy runs Kyle Shanahan's system perfectly.
Can I say something? Can I say something to you guys? He said it's not bad, but then how he describes it, he's saying this. This is how he describes a game manager. You're only a guy that can play in that one place. You can't play in another place. You need this person to make you successful, and you need this and that. So that does make a person look bad because it's saying that you're a one-trick pony. What was he? He was a one-trick pony. He was a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
but
if I could change my offense for a quarterback, you're not a game changer. A game changer, I can put you in any system, and you will work. Tom Brady, game changer.
No, because Tom Brady required certain things. And when he went to Tampa,
Elite.
Tom Brady let that be known. He required an offense to be ran the way that he was comfortable in, not the other way around. It wasn't the other way around. When Tom Brady went to Tampa, Tom Brady basically orchestrated the offense that he was going to run and how they were going to run it. And he told him, you need to go get Gronkowski so I can be comfortable.
Yeah, I think Stafford's going to win the MVP as well.
So D, with you saying that, like, I'm not trying, like, this is not trying to think because these guys are greats. But it's the same way with Peyton Manning. In Indianapolis, yes, they had offense coordinator, but Peyton Manning was the offense coordinator. He ran the plays from the line.
Yes.
He did not listen to the coordinator. He did his own thing. When he came to Denver, he did the same exact thing. So you're telling me that Peyton Manning was a game manager?
That's what he tried to say, and I don't agree with that. And so when there's just players that get the job done. When they're on their teams, they get the job done. This is what NFL fans have taken as elite. Guys that run for 56 yards and did you see what Josh Allen did when he broke that? Dude, shut up.
Yeah, but D, come on, man. Hold up. You got to admit, that is how the NFL is going, though. That is the direction the NFL is going. We may not like it. We may not agree with it. But the NFL is going in the direction where quarterbacks are going to be rushing for a lot of yards.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who's better, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow.
I feel like the game may be going to runners, but they just makes you appreciate a pocket passer even more. I take Joe Burrow. I think any NFL coach would take Joe Burrow over Josh Allen.
Now, can I ask a simple question? Who has the better targets, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, no, D. Don't be going that way. Answer the question. Who has better targets, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow does.
Josh Allen hasn't had scrub targets all his whole career.
To answer Armchair's question, if you switch Burrow and Allen around, I still think Joe Burrow gets the job done better than Josh Allen.
Stop that, guys. Stop switching quarterbacks to this team from that team, because in reality, you don't know what that quarterback gonna do in that system, dog. Please stop it. That is dead to me.
Well, that's his
when
opinion,
people
though.
say that.
But that's his opinion.
I know. I understand that opinion, but you can't. You can't. How can you get somebody to answer that when in reality we don't know what would happen?
All I'm saying is Joe Burrow, y'all know I love Joe Burrow, but he has way better targets on the outside than Allen does.
So
Allen has a better offensive line and run game than Burrow does. Okay?
So let me ask you this. Who's had the better team all these years, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
In my honest opinion, they're about the damn same. It's just that Josh Allen played in a weaker division.
Bills got way better defense than Bengals.
Way better defense. Always have and always will.
You think DeAndre Hopkins is going to retire?
Who's going to retire?
DeAndre Hopkins is 3 years past retiring. He should have retired 3 years ago.
Well, when I say that, DJ, I'm taking of, okay, what this team has better than that team, what that team has better than this team. So you're saying that the Bills have a better defense than the Bengals. But the Bengals have the better offense than the Bills. When you look at players, when you look at talent, when you look at weapons. So they're about equal because half of the team is good, half of the team is bad.
Now me and you are about to get in a disagreement. Before a couple of years ago, Josh Allen had Stephon Diggs in his prime throwing to him. Had a great running game. Come on, man. Somebody with the phone. Dave, that's you. Mute your mic. Dude. Okay. He had Stephon Diggs. He had them tight ends. He had a killer defense. He had offensive weapons. He had what's that boy that he just got back? Gabriel, whatever his name is. He had him. He had weapons.
What year was that, D? What year was that? Do you remember?
Let me see.
He had Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis.
He had guys.
Wasn't that the year that they played Kansas City and it was a back and forth game?
2023.
Yeah, but he didn't get the job done, and Joe Burrow went into Kansas City and got the job done.
And Joe Burrow didn't get the job done in the damn Super Bowl either, so it don't matter. It doesn't matter. If you don't come out with one of these right here, it don't matter. It's the same thing I said about the Broncos. You got the number 1 seed. Great. You don't come out with one of these, it don't mean nothing.
But ain't nobody sitting up there saying about Joe Burrow, oh, it's because, hey, it's Joe Burrow's year because Patrick Mahomes Josh Allen. And
No, D, I'm going to disagree with you 100%. I'm going to disagree with that because I can tell you right now, if the Bengals were in the playoffs and not the Bills, 100% the same pundits will be going, this is Burrow's year because Lamar's not in it, Allen's not in it, and Mahomes aren't in it.
I agree.
Okay. So,
Wait. Before everybody goes, has Joe Burrow already got his team to a Super Bowl? Yes or no?
Yes.
And he lost.
And there it is. And I'll leave that. Hey, he lost. But has Josh Allen gotten his team to even lose?
Yeah,
that game?
Josh Allen is closer to Lamar Jackson because they both two quarterbacks who can't get over.
Wait, how come I hear crickets when I ask that question?
So D, to agree with you, he said, yes, Burrow lost in the Super Bowl. But once again, it was not Burrow's fault they lost in the Super Bowl because, once again, it's a team sport. Eli Apple was absolutely 100% dog shit in that Super Bowl, man.
Okay, all right, there you go, Chris. So if it wasn't Burrow's fault for losing the Super Bowl, is it Allen's fault that the Bills haven't been to a Super Bowl?
Okay. Let me ask you a question, Armchair. Why has Josh Allen been in so many close games? So many close games that he has not pulled off. An unnecessary amount of close games. Same with Lamar Jackson. Unnecessary amount of close games that they've been in that they did not pull through.
And I can easily explain it. The reason why is the Bills always get rid of their dynamic wide receivers. We can agree with that, right? You just said the Bills at one point in time had this receiver, that receiver, but they let them go. They let them go. They didn't keep them. They let them go. It wasn't until last year, or actually this year, where Cooks is really starting to run good. I mean, he did okay last year, but he's done great this year. The Bills organization is what is hurting the team. It's not Josh Allen. It's not the structure. It's the organization is not giving your star quarterback what he needs. Right? And let's look at Kansas City this year real quick. Let's look at Kansas City this year. Did the Chiefs give Patrick Mahomes what he needed this year to succeed? No, they didn't. Yeah. Did the Bengals give Joe Burrow what he needed this year to succeed? No. You have organizations out there that are not giving their star quarterbacks who are willing to rework their deal. That's the big deal. Burrow will do it, Allen will do it, and Mahomes will do it to rework their deals to bring people in to help.
Okay, but what D is saying is, well, Burrow took his team to the Super Bowl with that dysfunction.
But Burrow also took his team to the Super Bowl with way better targets than what Josh Allen has.
Hey, hold on. You say the organization, right? And this is what I'm going to talk about right real quick. You say the organization, are they giving them the weapons? So here's the deal. Stephon Diggs would still be in Buffalo if he wasn't such a diva. He was complaining about Josh Allen not giving him the ball. But Josh Allen was running with his legs, making plays happen, trying to will that team to the win. And Stephon Diggs was being a crybaby. That's why he's not there. It's the same way with it's the same way in Kansas City. Everyone says, did they give Mahomes the weapons? Last time I checked, Mahomes had the same weapons this year that he had last year. Same exact, almost to the T. The wide receiver core, the running back core, offensive line. The only difference was that what's his name? The guy that went to the Bears. Only difference on that offense was that one player. He had the same throwing the same wide receivers, same running backs, virtually the same offensive line. So how is that an excuse for Mahomes right now?
I can answer that very easily. I can answer that question like that. They did not give Mahomes what he needed. I said going into this year, the Kansas City Chiefs needed a left tackle, left guard, right guard. I said the Kansas City Chiefs needed an inside linebacker and 2 corners. They did not get the pieces that was exposed during the Super Bowl to protect and build around Mahomes. I had said going into this year that Pacheco and Hunt was not the guys. That Mahomes was going to be running the ball more, which was going to lead to injuries. It happened. I said the wide receivers were not going to stand up to what we think they were. That happened. I said that Travis Kelce should not have came back not only because of his contract, but because he lost a step and a half because of Father Time. They still brought him back. They hurt themselves by keeping the nostalgia, by keeping of the players and the selling of jerseys and Tay. But instead of actually looking at that team going, we need to work on our interior offensive line to protect our star quarterback. We need to get a damn good running back that will absolutely take pressure off our star quarterback. Who did that? Dallas. Kansas City did it. Oh, we need to go out there and we need to fix our defense so that our quarterback doesn't have to be in a shooting match. Remember what happened when Denver did that and then said, we're going all offense, screw the defense? We got our ass beat in the Super Bowl. On top of that, if you look at all the games in that year, in the 2013 season, 90% of them were shootouts. So when I talk about an organization failing, I'm talking about organizations not taking a step back and realizing that there's problems that they need to fix. I'm not saying that Josh Allen needs to go out and get a Stephon Diggs, an A.J. Brown, a Pickens. No, but the organization has to realize you want to win a Super Bowl, one of these right here, you've got to self-diagnose your team and realize we have problems. We have holes that we need to address. We need to quit hiring coaches that are buddies with our head coach. We need to actually look for head coaches that do good. We need to go and look at protecting, Joe Burrow, who's been comeback player of the year twice in a row due to injuries. Maybe we should go build up an offensive line. Maybe we should build up a defense to protect him. Maybe we should not give $30 million to a 34-year-old defensive end that barely even played this year. That is your organization failing your team. That is the organization failing your team. And I had said that going into this year, there were multiple organizations failing their teams because they did not self-diagnose where the problems were and address it. And the biggest one was the Kansas City Chiefs. And it proved it. It proved it. They were 6-11.
So to add to your to your organization failing, right? So you again, one guy, two guys, whatever, right? So they traded is his name Joe Tooney? They traded him to the Bears, and because they were trying to get younger on the offensive line. Because I'm not saying Tooney's old, right?
Right.
Or he's a little older. So they don't realize that Tooney is the guy that kept that offensive line in check. He's the one that said, "Hey, this guy's your guy." He's the one. He was the coach of the line that set the blocking up for Mahomes.
Right.
So you're saying that with him missing, those younger guys couldn't diagnose it. So that's what led to them failing to run the ball, failing to block for Mahomes. So like I said, maybe it's not the organization failing. Maybe it's, hey, we let this player go because we don't think he's valuable because we want to get younger. But realizing that guy was the leader of that position. You know
well, wait a minute though. If you're saying that guy was the leader and the guy that was leading that offensive line, and you're the organization and you let him go, how is that not the organization failing your team? If I am the Chiefs and I'm willing to trade this player, but I have people coming up going, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. We get that he's old. We get we want to go younger, but this is what he does. But we trade him anyway? How is that not an organization failing the team? I get it. You drafted Simmons at Ohio State, 32nd overall in the NFL draft, the pick that I said that they needed to do because they moved from 31 to 32. The pick I said they needed to do. And they did it. But they put him in the wrong spot. You drafted a right tackle and you put him in at left tackle. And on top of that, he missed about half of the year. And on the other side of your right tackle, who's been a problem for the past 3 years. 3 years. And you're paying a ton of money to. But you still keep him. You still keep him. How is that not your organization failing your team? You actually prove my point by saying that they traded a player away because of his age, because of the money, but yet he did this for the team. He did this for the offensive line. Well, if they knew that and they still traded him away, That is your organization failing your team.
Yeah, they traded him away to open up cap space.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal when it comes to the cap. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it. I know I'm going to have to say it about 1 billion times more. This coming up off season. The cap don't mean nothing. The cap number means jack crap. As long as the NFL allows teams to legally manipulate the cap, the cap number means crap.
But still, was you gonna pay Joe Tooney as much as the Bears paid Joe Tooney? No, they wasn't.
If he is a guy, Chris just said this, he was the leader on that offensive line. You're bringing in younger guys who have zero leadership, zero NFL experience, zero NFL games under their belt. Don't you think you want that leader there for at least one more year? Open up that checkbook, Lamar Hunt. You got the damn money. Write out a check for a bonus. Lower that cap hit for one more year so that your leader on your offensive line can teach these young bucks.
It's not
He just took the Bears from one of the worst offensive lines and Caleb Williams to one of the most sacked quarterbacks to one of the least sacked quarterbacks.
Hold on.
Yeah, we know, but we know what Joe Tooney was worth. But I'm just saying, we talking about Lamar Hunt, though. You know, he's one of the
Lamar Hunt is one of the richest owners in the NFL.
You know, so one of the cheapest.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey, so to add to your thing, Armchair, right, like about the cap and why they let him go and he's the leader and all that. But you know why they thought they could do that and send him away? Because they say, hey, we got Patrick Mahomes. He's Superman. He's the greatest quarterback to ever live. Let him be Patrick Mahomes. And so was it the organization found him, or was it them having false belief in somebody?
It was the organization failing. It's the organization failing because you're putting your franchise. Patrick Mahomes is the franchise of the Kansas City Chiefs. You are now telling him, guess what? Not only do I need you to be this great passer, I need you to be this great rusher. And I'm taking away one of the guys that's going to protect your ass. So you better start running a lot faster and getting out of there. I don't care if you twist an ankle. I know you got bad ankles. I know you've had bad ankles for years.
Should have moved off Chris Jones, if anything.
So that is your organization failing. It's the same thing with organizations who keep playing. Let's look at it this way real quick. How about the deal with Dallas and Dak Prescott? Was that a good deal with Jerry Jones and the Cowboys to give a Dak Prescott 4-year, $240 million deal? Or does that hurt your organization? That hurts your organization.
It kills your organization because you can't get people to protect them. You can't get people on defense.
Well, no. There's a difference, though. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys know how to put together a full O-line. Lamar Hunt does not.
But you see what I'm saying, though? I'm talking about the money aspect. Does that owner giving that kind of money hurt? Yes. But on the flip side, that owner don't mind opening up his checkbook to drop that cap hit. That's the deal about the cap. The cap is only there for you have to be under it by March 12th. Once you're under that damn thing, you can do whatever you want, and it's legal.
And for that same argument, Jerry may have paid his O-line and his offense, but he didn't want to pay Michael Parsons.
He didn't want to pay Parsons. He got paid. Diggs is gone.
That's what I'm saying. They only want to open up that checkbook for certain players. It's not going to be fair.
But what if they would have paid Parsons? They'd be in the same situation they were in every year where he's not producing at the end of the year.
But just to add on to what Hunter just said, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew that you had to protect Mahomes. He's your franchise. Tooney was the leader, and he proved that by the way the offensive line played this year. So why not move off Travis Kelce? Why not move off Chris Jones? You know why? because Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are buddies. So
No,
guess what? We're
no,
gonna bring him
no,
back because him and
not
Mahomes
even
are
close.
buddies.
The reason why they didn't move off of Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce's relationship with Taylor Swift brought in 300% more revenue for the Kansas City Chiefs. 300% more revenue. Did you notice this year with the Chiefs when they were losing, when Tay-Tay was not in the building, that stadium was almost empty. But when they were still losing, but she was in that building, that stadium was packed.
To be fair, who do you move off Travis Kelce for? He was still one of the top rated tight ends.
Okay, hold on, Hunter. I get you. But why am I paying? Hold on. Why am I paying $19 million? Why am I paying $19 million to a tight end who has lost a step and a half? Why am I doing it? Why am I hurting my franchise? Paying $19 million. $19 million to a player that is not playing to the caliber that he has. It's the same thing with Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals. Why am I paying him $30 million when he is not performing?
A lot of drops, too. A lot of drops.
Kelce has had a lot of drops. It's because Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship brought in a 300% plus revenue for the Kansas City Chiefs. And every time she was in that building this year, even when they were losing, even when they were eliminated from the playoffs, every time she's in that building, it was sold out. And every time she wasn't, it was like crickets.
So I'm more ashamed that we're even, like, I've just been sitting back listening to all of this, and I'm more ashamed that that's even a topic of discussion. That just makes me ashamed as a football fan that that's even a topic of discussion, that a team kept a guy way past his prime just so they can get the revenue from Taylor Swift and her minions following her, and Travis Kelce, I'm sorry, he did his job, he delivered, and I will say that. But let's be honest, in the last 3 years, and I am gonna say that in the last 3 years, Travis Kelce ain't done nothing.
That's what I'm looking
He's
at.
been
Like,
minimal at best.
this year was compared to last year and the year before. So,
Hold on, let Hunter go.
well, he had similar stats to last year and the year before, and we haven't been screaming that Travis Kelce fell off. He's produced 800 plus yards, which is pretty solid for tight ends, unless you're Trey McBride. He's produced, this year he had more touchdowns than last year, and of course, he dropped some balls.
Yeah, but what it doesn't tell you, my son, is how many of those drop passes turned into interceptions.
Well, yeah, but you can also look, Chris Jones went out there and lost them football games for missed assignments.
Exactly. Exactly. A player you've had problems with. But that is your organization failing your team because you're keeping these players for nostalgia.
Hey, I think Hunter's being racist. See, he's bringing out what the black player did, not what the white player did.
Only D would do that. Only D would bring this conversation into a joke.
D, I gotta ask you a question. What's the importance of getting primetime games?
The importance of getting primetime games is revenue, but look at this. I'm not knocking what you guys said. I said it makes me ashamed as a fan that that's the importance of it. Like, you understand what I'm saying, Jay? It's not like I'm disagreeing. I'm like, man, Armchair is spot on in everything he's saying, but in that and being spot on in everything he's saying, I just do not believe that this is where the game that I love, the game that I played, the game that I bled for, the game that I gave broken bones to, the game that I had to go get therapy about, it's come to, man, and it kind of.
And see, Chris, hold on, real quick, hold on. Hold up, Chris. I was just going on a rant, brother, because I'm like D. I've studied this game inside and out for 35 years. I have played this game. I have coached this game. I have dedicated a ton of my life to this game. And to see these teams purposely hurt themselves because of things like that annoys the crap out of me. So I apologize if it sounded like I was attacking anybody or going after anybody. I apologize for that. I could get really passionate. So I am sorry if it sounded that way.
I mean, but if you think about it, if that makes you sick, what's going on in college is damn disgusting.
But we say all that, like the Travis Kelce thing, that dude's been with that team forever. At what point are you paying your guy that has bled for you on the field year in and year out?
Yeah.
Hold up. Hunter, I love you. I know you're young. But back in the 90s and the early 2000s, they did it all the time. They did it to Joe Montana. They did it to Jerry Rice. They did it to Emmitt Smith.
Hold on. Hey, Jay.
This is the reason why the team is like this, and nobody is saying it. The man is
Yes, ma'am.
He is not going to write no fucking bonus to Joe Tony to keep him. He's not going to do
Jay, I'm gonna tell you this. Hold up. If you ever want to ask anybody on this panel or come on one of my lives, everybody will tell you that I'm a Notre Dame fan, number one. I have crucified college football.
Oh yeah, we both have.
They will tell you that.
Love you,
I
baby.
have crucified college football for its actions. And it's not about taking my ball and going home or wham. It's about the state of college football becomes ESPN, I'm sorry, SEC. Oh, I get the letters mixed up. Has taken over and says, we're going to make it it's our way or the highway.
It's like what Mateos just said in the comment. At the end of the day, you're running a business.
That's what it is. And Hunter, I understand what you're saying. You go, well, that's what those contracts are. So as I've already paid you for what you've done, I'm not going to keep you because you've done that. You got Super Bowl rings. You're getting endorsement deals and everything off of what I paid you already. So you're not going to give me any of that extra money that you got from Chunky Campbell Soup. You're not going to give me any money that you're getting from this podcast that you're doing while you should be practicing on your hands and not dropping.
No, Alabama did not belong in the playoffs.
We got to start looking at this.
As a diehard Alabama fan, hold on. As a diehard Alabama fan, when my Alabama Frogs, no, Alabama did not deserve to be in the playoffs. Notre Dame deserved to be over Alabama in the playoffs. 100%. We had 3 losses. Notre Dame had 2.
Notre Dame screwed themselves up.
I know, but I'm just saying, I know why they put Bama in. They put Bama in for the money. But Bama did not deserve to be in the playoffs.
Hey, if he says it, armchair, I'm going to cut his head off. And I'm waiting for him to say it. I'm going to cut his head off. If he says it, I'm going to cut his head off.
We beating the dead horse with that conference shit.
Hey, right, let him say it. Say it, Denver Dan. Why did they kill himself? Say it so I can cut your neck off. Go for it.
Well, they had a chance to play in the pop.
No, armchair, wait, I want to hear it.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Hunter.
I mean, Hunter, I want to hear him.
Get me yelled at. Get me yelled at.
I'm getting ready to Ginsu knife your throat when you say it.
Do it. Come on. You know
I'll say it.
Say it.
Just do it.
They should have joined the conference.
I got you. Just because they're too scared to play in a real conference.
There it is. I was waiting for you to say that bullshit. I was waiting for you to say it, and now you said it. Now you tell me right now. If Notre Dame had joined any of those conferences, including the one that had Texas Tech, including the one that had Tulane, including the one that had James Madison, including the one that had your almighty Ohio State, who got back in their first game, Notre Dame would have won all of those conferences. Those conferences.
I hope y'all would win the Sun Belt.
Okay. Here's the thing.
You need to stop with your conference.
Oh.
Your conference talk. All these conferences are bullcrap. Ain't none of these dudes in these conferences. Stop it.
Okay, here's the thing about the conferences. Let me just say this. We get this off my chest.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys judge one team. You judge Ohio or you judge Alabama if they get smacked. Okay, but we're talking about the whole conference. Even our worst teams in the conference still smacks most college people.
What conference are you talking about, Jay?
I'm talking about SEC.
Oh, okay.
The worst team in the SEC is still better than most college teams.
Hey, Armchair, before you go offline today, man, I need you to do one thing today, just to get under D's skin, man. I need you to show me that Stephen A. book.
Oh, okay. Here he comes. He's making his appearance.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is.
I bet Stephen A. talks about the conferences.
Here, hold on. He wants to get a close up.
We gotta get that song by Stephen A.
I'm about to get off this. Let me tell you something about
I swear, D, you have got to send me your address so I can sign this book and send it to you, brother, with nothing but love. Nothing but love. You got to give me your address so I can send you this book. So I can sign it, give you a little message for nothing but love, my brother.
Hey, I'm about to myth bust. I'm about to myth bust Jay. Arkansas plays in what conference, Jay? The SEC, right?
Are we comparing Arkansas?
Wait. Hold on. Shut up, Dave.
Oh,
this is what he said. He said that the worst teams in these conferences are better than Notre Dame.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
No,
He said most.
Said.
He said most, not worst.
Okay, so their most. I said so. Notre Dame went into Arkansas, went into their house, and beat them by damn near 40. They're in the SEC, are they not?
Arkansas is literally Bishop Sycamore, bro. Like,
Actually, what he said was, hey, D, what he said was the worst.
No, I'm
hey,
saying
he
if
said
y'all
the
were
worst
going
teams
to-
in the SEC could win other conferences. Like you can move Arkansas to the ACC, and they would be the ACC champions. You can move to the Pac-12.
Chris, he is full of monkey crap.
Wow.
Those teams are terrible. He's full of monkey crap.
But no,
what he is a robot, just like Denver Dev is about this. He's a robot.
D, let's talk about it.
All he does is listen to the talking heads like Stephen A. Jackass and
let's talk about it.
And that's what they do.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it then. Show me why I'm wrong.
So am I wrong in saying the only reason y'all are in a conference is because of the money?
No, yes, you are, because you got to go back to the origin of the whole thing. Would you like me to teach you? You want to teach? You want me to learn you? Let me learn you why.
No, hold on. I'm not done. I asked a question,
okay,
you answered. Let me finish. So, what is holding you back from joining the ACC, Conference USA, the Sun Belt? Literally every single one of those conferences you could go in and dominate and make the fucking playoffs, no problem.
I'm going to tell you why.
Because of
I'm going
money.
to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. You ready? And it has something to do with money, but I'll also tell you, let's go back to the origin. When Notre Dame was trying to get in a conference because conferences didn't want them because of what they stood on, nobody said these conferences were wrong. Nobody backed these conferences because they held Notre Dame out of their conferences back in the day. You know what everybody said? Those conferences was in their right to hold Notre Dame out. Then Notre Dame went on and started making millions and millions of dollars, and these conferences said, wait a minute, we do revenue sharing. We got to get Notre Dame in here because we want some of that money that they're getting on their own. Because now they signed they signed their own private TV deal and everything else. So now that Notre Dame says, I don't need you because I'm making this money on my own, now these conferences want them, and now you say, now because we're ready to have you because of money, now you need to get in here because if you don't get in here, you're afraid to play us. Notre Dame has played Michigan. Notre Dame has games set up with Alabama in these up and coming years. They got games set up with Texas in these up and coming years. You're mad because they beat the system, and now you want them to go back and conform to the system. That's not what they're going to do.
Hey, D, can I have the floor just for a second? Patriots Nation, brother, I'm reading your chat. I'm not going to disagree with you at all that Bo Nix isn't in the MVP conversation and Drake May is. But I will tell you this, my brother. I'd rather have a Super Bowl championship Lombardi trophy over an MVP, league MVP quarterback any year, any day of the week. Any day of the week.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that for him to say?
I would rather at the end of the year get another one of these. Get another one of these than worry about my quarterback if he's MVP or not.
Hey, Patriots Nation, I'm gonna be real, brother. Y'all getting bounced by the Jags, bro, dude.
Patriots fans are becoming a lot like Philly fans, bro. It's like...
No, the old Patriot fans are just coming back out. They've been high.
Oh, hey, brother, I'd love to call back Peyton, man. Let's have a revival like what the Colts did with Rivers. I love it. I love it. You ain't gonna get me mad, brother. But I love your enthusiasm. I love it. I love that you're enthusiastic about your team. But I'm gonna spread some facts here. And the problem that I have with the Patriots, your quarterback has only once thrown for over 300 yards this year. Your team has only played 2 teams over 500. Now again, I don't make the schedule. I don't determine who you're gonna play. I don't determine where they're gonna play. But you're playing up against teams that have 53 million on them that play in a sport that I don't play in. So they're playing pros. But if you want to bring about the Jags beating the Broncos, you had a 24-3 lead against the Buffalo Bills in your house. Your house. Your house. And you lost.
Oh, dude.
Oh, and you lost to the worst team in the NFL. Thank you.
Why is his argument?
Here's what's gonna happen.
The thing that I want to find out.
We're gonna go beat the Bills, and if the Patriots even make it to the divisional round, we're gonna give them belt to us too. Don't worry about that.
No, that's the thing. The Patriots have two tough ass teams to face in the next 2 weeks.
Hold up. Hey, Patriots, this is a legitimate question for you, my brother, and I'm not arguing with you. This is just a legitimate question. Are the 12 comeback wins for the Broncos garbage this year, but the 12 comeback wins for the Chiefs last year were good? Or this is a question. So if our comeback wins are garbage, are you going to say the Chiefs comeback wins last year are garbage as well?
Well, and not only that, but I don't think he realizes that the way that comeback games essentially are.
I thought Chiefs were fraud all year. Okay, yeah. Are you talking about the 2024 season, brother? Or are you talking about the 2025 season? Because I'm talking about the 2024 right now. Talking about the 2024 when they won 11 one-score games.
Why you letting this dude get to you?
I'm not. I'm just asking a question, my brother. I like the back and forth conversation. I wish I had an open spot because I'd bring him up. Got stomped out. Oh, they absolutely did get stomped. So were they frauds last year by winning 11, technically 12 one-score games? In your book, were the Chiefs frauds? Okay, all right. That's all I need to know, brother. 10,000%. So you're consistent, brother. That's all I needed.
I'll give you this much. One possession, one score games is one thing, but comeback wins, that is a whole different statistic that nobody actually talks about. You can be down 3-0, and that is still going to be counting as a comeback.
As a comeback game. Yep. What's funny is the Dallas Cowboy game that the Broncos played this year counts as a comeback win, even though we beat them by 20 points. It counts as a comeback win because the Cowboys scored first, which is one of the most oddball stats there are.
But nobody talks about it because
I want this guy to come back and join the panel when Drake May's sitting there without an MVP this year. Because Stafford locked it up.
Hey, we had a lot of bad turnovers in that game, brother, and I'll freely admit it. I am one of the most honest Bronco fans you will meet on this platform. We got BTA in that game. We couldn't get it done. We had 2 costly turnovers that really hurt us in that game and could not get it done. We also had a problem that we've had all year in drop passes. We've had it all year. I stated it. The Broncos have a problem with drop passes. I have not faltered. I have not. You panel, have any of you ever heard me say the Broncos are winning the Super Bowl this year?
No, never.
And I still ain't saying it.
Hey, Patriots Nation 6. Are you scared of the Jags? Is that why you keep talking about our game? Like, are you get that BTA or
Didn't
what,
the
bro?
Patriots lose to the Geno Smith-led Raiders?
Yes, they lost to the worst team in the NFL.
Holy shit.
And they went to.
I'm sorry, Aspen, I got an opening.
They went to overtime with the Michael Penix-led Falcons.
Okay, but these are still NFL players. Like, come on now. Like, it can happen to anybody.
See, but here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care when it comes to Patriots fans.
I love that one. Hey, Bryce, he said he'd love to face your long-haired quarterback.
The Patriots fans decide to talk about the Broncos and Bo Nix more than they do their own team and quarterback.
I'll tell you this. This is what I keep seeing online. They keep saying that the NFL wants the Broncos and the Patriots in the AFC Championship game.
Well, we all know that's going to be the primetime game next year, right?
Well, the Broncos cannot play the Patriots next week. They cannot play the Patriots or the Jaguars next week. The only teams they can play are the Bills, the Chargers, the Texans, or the Steelers. Those are the only 4 teams that they can play next week.
Are we sure the Patriots are going to beat the Chargers?
No, I'm not.
It's not a lock. It's not a lock, man.
Here's the thing: if they beat the Chargers, I don't see them beating the Jags. If that's how it falls.
All right, so if the Patriots win, that means they could play either the Jaguars, the Texans. Hold on, I gotta look at this because that would mean the 7th seed's out. So the Broncos would play either Buffalo. Hold on, I gotta look at this real quick. Buffalo, Houston, or Pittsburgh. So it looks like, okay, so if the Patriots beat the Chargers and the Jaguars beat the Bills, it'll be the Patriots and the Jaguars in round 2. If the Bills beat the Jaguars, wow, this is so interesting. If the Bills beat the Jaguars, it will be the Broncos versus the Bills and the Patriots versus either the Steelers or the Texans. That's how it would work out. If the Patriots beat the Chargers, it would come down to the Jacksonville Buffalo game. That's who would determine who plays who next week. And so
I got a question for you, Armchair.
Yeah, what's up, my brother?
If Josh Allen loses to the Jaguars, how does that affect his legacy?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. I think Sean McDermott will be gone. So this is how it plays out. The game besides, of course, the Patriots wanting to win their game, the game you got to be interested in is that Jaguars-Buffalo game. Because if the Jags win, all right, hold on, Hunter. Hold on, my son. Patriots Nation 6. If the Jaguars win Sunday morning and you win, that is who you will be playing in round 2.
He said the Jags have no offense. Like, is this chat GPT, bro? They're averaging like the best. They probably averaged 30 points over the last 8 weeks.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna go and say this: 33. If the Jaguars and the Patriots play in the second round, I'm gonna call it right now. Trevor Lawrence throws for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns against the Patriots.
Yeah, and they didn't score a single touchdown against us too. Doobie, I love you, brother. Love it. Doobies are us. Love it. Love it. If you actually watched that game, my brother, which I hope you did, in my opinion, I know you're a Chargers fan, and I know you and I have talked about that game. I watched that game. If you watched preseason, we threw out an offense last week that was even worse than a preseason offense. Just saying. It's not an excuse. It's not nothing. We still won the game 19-3. It don't matter if you don't score an offensive touchdown. It don't matter if you win by 1 or you win by 100. A win is a win.
Bears. I think the Bears are a sleeper team. I think the Bears are going to surprise y'all during the playoffs.
They're losing.
Dude, the Bears are going home in the first round.
Oh.
100%.
Hey, you gotta have this loud back up.
You know why? Hey, you know why Bishop the Bears round first round because he's afraid for announced about first round too.
Might go crazy. It's been 10 years for them.
And said what?
I said you came for my neck. Talking when I said something about Notre Dame, but you say some stupid.
Call me stupid.
I mean,
you legit just said the Packers are not making or are beating the Bears in the first round.
I said the Packers are beating the Bears.
That's what I just. Why is that even a thought in your head?
Because the Packers almost beat the Bears in Chicago 2 weeks ago. Why would they not start their players if they were fighting for the 1 seed?
I'm gonna be honest.
The Broncos did start their players, my brother. It's not that they didn't start their players. It was they went into that game with the most vanilla offense just to win the game and get out.
Are we saying
The second
that?
game,
Are
they
we
lost to the
saying that
Bears by
Trayvon Diggs
enough.
is going to make that defense that much better?
No.
They don't have to make them better. They were a concussed quarterback away from winning both games.
And there was no one with Doom.
Wait.
You can go tit for tat on.
Denver Dam, listen to this.
Don't
Wait, hold on, Bryce. Hold on, Bryce.
Receiver up.
The Hunter. Does the Niners have a good defense?
Fuck no.
No.
But the Chicago Bears lost to the Niners.
They still put up 40.
But it doesn't matter. Did they come out of there with a win or a loss?
They didn't come out there with a win. And I'm telling you right now, they're not.
Oh, hold on. Whoa, hold up. Let's talk about that real quick. So if the Patriots are so dominant, right? Why'd they only beat the Dolphins by 10? All right, by 28, I mean. If the Bills are so whatever, why didn't they shut out the Jets? I mean, if that's what we're going to say, the Chargers definitely have a chance against the Patriots. Do you agree? I do agree. I don't have an opening or I would let you up.
No, like what I'm saying
The AFC playoffs is to see who's going to lose to the NFC.
Hey, look at it this way. The Chicago Bears played Caleb Williams that entire game against the Lions and lost. There were no other quarterbacks in that game for the Chicago Bears.
I don't want to bust Denver Dam because I love him so much. But the fact that he is not looking at the fact that if the probability that if Jalen Love doesn't leave that game, Chicago's losing that second game to Green Bay just as
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dude, they won on an onside kick. What are you talking about, bro? They get an onside.
That's how the game unfolded.
Dude, that's a
Well, what I'm saying, though, I'm not saying 28 isn't bad. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying it doesn't matter how much you win by. It doesn't.
I was like, I love the Bears. I love Caleb Williams. I had them as my most improved team before the year even started. Green Bay might walk them in the playoffs.
But no, okay, hold on. D, you brought up the 49ers game, right?
Yeah.
So, what is the one thing that the 49ers have that the
without
Packers
George
do not
Kittle,
currently?
without George Kittle and without Trent Williams.
That's what I'm saying, but what is the one thing that the Niners have that the Packers don't?
A run game? No.
A high-scoring offense and a run game.
Oh, we just hate Josh Jacobs now? Are we serious?
Like what?
I mean, Josh Jacobs is a damn good running back.
DMC can do everything that Josh Jacobs can do, but better.
Oh, wow.
Like,
and you got
the 49ers offense is miles above, even when hurt, the Packers offense. Let's be so for real.
And you guys are high because the Packers lost to the Browns. What are we talking about?
What does that have to do with anything?
They suck.
The Steelers lost to the Browns, and they're the playoffs.
The Patriots lost to the Raiders. What are you talking about?
And the Bears beat the Browns by 40. So.
Oh, we're doing MMA math now. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I mean, he's not lying though. Josh Jacobs is not a caliber of running back as Christian McCaffrey.
Josh Jacobs, well, I never said he was as talented. Josh Jacobs is a top running back.
There you go, Demetri. Dallas Cowboys.
He's so top. He didn't even crack 1,000 yards this year.
He was hurt the last 4 weeks. They've been resting.
All I hear is excuses.
Well, he played.
I'll tell you what. It's going to be played out. And I guarantee you're going to come to me and you're going to say sorry. At the end of this,
I ain't gonna say sorry because I ain't worried about it.
Hey, honey, you said
then don't speak on it then.
Last 4 games he played in, and he just haven't been doing nothing.
He's been on a pitch count.
I'll tell you this much though: if the Niners and the Bears can somehow play each other, if that's even possible.
Hold on, let me look. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Hold on. No, they can't. Because if the 49ers win and the Bears win, the 49ers will be the lowest seed, so they would go to Seattle, and the only way they would play is if the 49ers beat Seattle and the Bears either beat the Panthers or the Rams, and they would have to meet each other in the NFC Championship.
Well, I'm going to let y'all know, if the 49ers are the low seed, we probably sit in our starters 2 weeks in a row.
Damn. Damn.
Hey, he wants me to make a comment. I won't comment on what.
Damn. I mean, I'm over here looking at probabilities and logic, and Hunter just comes in and throws it down.
Armchair. Get your kid. Get your kid. What do you want to leash? Get your kid on a leash. Get your kid. Wrong folks is talking. Get your kid on a leash now. Wrong folks is talking. On the folks is talking.
Hey, Shavargis, let me tell you this. I think that's how you pronounce your name.
Vargas, let me tell you this. I think that's how you pronounce your name.
If the Chargers go to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be upset. I really wouldn't.
Holy, I'd be upset. I really would.
I think there's actually like realistically a 0.0006% chance of Chargers going to the Super Bowl.
Damn.
I mean, that's about the same as Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, though, ain't it?
That's fine. You're a Broncos fan.
Somebody's got a bad echo.
Hey, wait. Hey, didn't the Giants, when they beat the Patriots, didn't they have like a 0.1% chance of winning?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Look, I just said there's a chance. I've never said, I said how little it was, but a chance is a chance.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Are we calling Justin Herbert Eli Manning 2.0 now? Is that what we're
No.
Oh.
Never.
Hey, we can never compare Justin Herbert to Eli Manning because he's a Manning.
They're cursed.
Hey, listen, one thing I will say about Justin Herbert is his heart is huge. My man, his heart is huge. You ain't gonna find nobody more dedicated to playing football.
I agree 100% with that one.
I would play my heart off too.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
I don't know.
I want every Broncos fan. I want every Broncos fan back in here lined up after they play the Texans next week, so I can tell you I told you so. Bo Nix is not a franchise quarterback.
Texas not beating the Steelers for one. And for two,
Take your 3-year quarterback and run with it.
If the Steelers beat the Texans, no one's gonna be happier than me. Trust me.
The only way that happens for the Broncos to play the Texans next week is that the Jaguars have got to beat the Bills and Patriots got to beat the Chargers.
Which is probably going to happen.
I'm not going to lie. One of those two games is going to be an upset. I just don't know which one.
I agree. You know what? I agree with that. I think there's going to be upsets on both sides of the bracket this week. I can't figure out which one's either.
Patriots losing first round. That's the Patriots losing first.
and Bears beating the Patriots, and then the floor getting fired. And that's what
You're not gonna say the Jaguars.
I'm big on experience, like going into playoffs, and I know we just talked about this. I really think 49ers probably dog walked them. The more I think about it, I'm like, Brock Purdy really might go out there and do that this week.
Brock Purdy might go out there and throw 3 interceptions too.
And he can still win the game. He's proved it. So he can throw 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, Dougie on the Bears in the end zone. I think 49ers win.
Well, no, here's the thing, right? It's like Brock Purdy can throw 5 interceptions. He can look like a Sam Darnold, right? But then, like the Eagles' offense ain't gonna score shit.
That's the problem I have with this game as well. Is that Eagles' offense? I just don't trust it.
Hey, but let me get this straight. The Broncos let me get this straight. We can run the ball the whole game.
Wait, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Do that.
Let me get this straight.
Sucks.
Let me get this straight of the guys that are judging Brock Purdy and what he's done. We got Sam Darnold. What's your team, Jay?
My team? I'm a Rams fan.
Okay.
Dog shit, but
your secondary belongs at Florin High School. That's where your secondary belongs.
I don't think the Rams are going to win though. So.
Your quarterback just threw 3 picks to For me,
Well, he's only thrown what, 5 this season, though?
no, he's got way more than 5 now because he threw 3 against Atlanta. 8.
He threw 3 against Carolina, didn't he?
Who are you talking about?
Stafford only has 8 interceptions.
Stafford only has 8.
Yeah, that's not bad. You acting like that's crazy.
He has 46 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Carolina's not beating the Rams.
Shedeur Sanders had that in the game.
That comes out to like
By the way,
half an interception a
we
game.
just compared Shedeur Sanders to Matthew Stafford, by the way.
Joking.
You know, Shedeur Sanders and Sam Darnold might be one and the same, low key.
I just gotta let the Broncos fans have their.
Yo, I'm not gonna
playoff
lie.
success
Sam
with the
Darnold
Patriots,
might be on perfect timing. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, he's killing Sam Darnold.
That's fine. Hey, his quarterback having the inability to score in the first 3 quarters is going to kill his
Teams are different in the playoffs. One is done and something you don't know how to respond to that. Herbert has his 31st running line. Look it up. I thought we were done after all. I'll tell you guys, look, when you look at these games that are this weekend, these 6 games, we could see upsets, but here's my opinion, or here's my question. When we look at these games, what with the teams playing each other and who they're playing, what would qualify as an upset?
The Rams over the Panthers.
Why would you say that?
That's insane.
Because I mean, let's look at it at a broad perspective here. The Panthers have already beat the Rams. They've dropped 31 on the Rams, and they're ahead of them in seeding. That is technically clarified as an upset because of what happened in the regular season. As an upset.
So yours would be the Panthers over the Rams.
Mine would be the Rams over the Panthers.
Oh, Rams over the Panthers. Okay.
Hey, calling it an upset and the Panthers or the Rams are literally favored by 10.5 is fucking diabolical.
It's an upset in my eyes because they already lost to them in the regular season.
Hey, that's fine. That's in your eyes, brother. I'm telling you what the spread for the game is, and it's Rams by 10.5.
Vegas is
now that you said by
Vegas
10.5,
don't mean nothing, bro. I promise you.
Now that you said the spread is 10.5, now I'm scared.
I would definitely take Carolina plus 10.5.
So, okay, what about Chargers over the Patriots? Is that an upset?
Yes.
It depends on where you're depends on which way you look at it.
Hey, truthfully, I don't think that's an upset because I think they're both the same team on paper. They both got decent defenses, both got decent offenses. I don't think that's an upset. I think that's just a wash.
You don't count that a team that hasn't lost since the summer and the MVP candidate. You
What
would
do you mean
count
they
that?
haven't lost since the summer? They lost like what? 6 months
Like
ago? If that?
September, right?
Who?
Who?
No, they lost to the Bills in I think they lost to the Bills at the end of October.
Who said no one's lost since September?
Okay.
The only team that did that was before the Jags game, were the Denver Broncos. The Patriots have lost before. The Patriots lost to the Bills. I just don't remember which week it was.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like week 15. No,
Like I said, I don't consider the Chargers being the Patriots an upset because, like I said, they're virtually the same team on paper.
Baby.
But one team has a
Hi, baby.
receivers and the other one doesn't.
Okay, so how about Bills Jags?
Hold on. Wouldn't the team with the worst record be the upset?
No. Well,
Yeah.
because of Vegas, technically, unless you're the Rams, but no.
Vegas is what determines these upsets, by the way. Like, I don't know what y'all like. What are we
Bro,
talking about?
I can't
You think
do
some
the whole
random
Vegas.
guy in this live is going to determine what the upset is? Vegas literally determines the spreads of the game, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Vegas is based off of
Hey.
public perception. We have to
It
realize
is
that.
not.
Yes, it is.
It's based off of money.
Oh God.
But
Yeah, you're
that
killing me
public
right now,
perception.
Dan.
Okay, hold on. I think y'all both have a point. With the team that has the most money put on them, if they lost, it would be the upset. So that's not public perception.
But when these scores come out, they do not go off.
So wait a minute. So what you, Jay, what you're saying is right now, if I got everybody in the world to put money on the Panthers, they're gonna be favored over the Rams. Get the F out of here, man. That ain't true.
No, the spread only changes when the money.
If everybody put their money on the Panthers, the public perception would be the Rams would be the technical underdog. I don't give a fuck what the spread says.
I am so glad. I am so glad that is the first game on Saturday.
10.5 point spread, by the way, but the Rams are the underdog.
He is right about that because there's a lot of money come in on the public side. On the
It's gonna skew it. It's gonna skew the line.
Hey, look. And if we, I'm gonna be real. If we are sitting in here and we think the Rams are the underdogs
I
coming in this
don't
game.
I don't think
Okay, I was just saying, I don't want anyone else to say anything about it until you present your Vegas slip in here as much as you believe that.
No, we're not saying that the Rams. I was just giving an example.
Thanks, Getaway Game Sport. Hey, Hunter. He says not to show the baby on the live. You can get in trouble.
Huh?
Look at the comment section by Getaway Game Sports.
He said, "Heads up, little one, my buddy. He got popped for showing his. He said showing his what?
Well, you're not supposed to be on live unless you're 18 or older.
Hey, I think he was talking about Hunter's thing when Hunter said, "Show me your slips in the chats."
No.
I think he was talking about that. Like, you can't show your betting odds or what
You can't say stuff in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Hey, TikTok banning me might be a blessing. Fuck it.
You're dumb. You're an idiot. Showing a child?
Hey, I thought I helped you fix your TikTok.
I haven't gone live.
I think the Jags would be an upset over the Bills.
Well, right now the Bills are a 1.5 favorite.
Hey, D, you know why Hunter's saying that his TikTok should be banned? So that way when the Seahawks lose next week, he can't be.
Oh!
Hey, as long as y'all know my team good enough to have the bye week, that's all I care about. And I'm begging y'all, do not let your team lose while mine is on bye week. It's up. It's wraps. You're cooked.
Well, my team is on a bye week too. I'm a Broncos fan. So
My team's on bye week.
Hey, Hunter. Hey, hold up, Hunter. It's only if somebody gave a damn about your opinion that their team is cooked.
Hey,
Nobody give a damn about your
they be
opinion.
caring in here sometimes. D, don't let the 49ers lose. I might not see you in here.
Hey, no. That's where you're wrong. At the 49ers, you are. But let's be honest. When the 49ers was playing the Seahawks, I was commenting a lot on your live, and you was running from you was reading comments under mine. Not until you knew the game was in.
I was in that live. That was funny.
One, I was live from my phone, and I can't see as is, so... Two, I really think something was messed up in my chat because I saw one dude talking to another dude, but I didn't see the other dude's comment.
Nah, his chat is messed up.
No, the chat's been messed up bad the last like 3-4 weeks.
See, I thought I was tripping because
No.
he would come in here and say that, and I would scroll back through it. I'm like, I don't see nothing he's talking about.
I had made so many comments. Like I was commenting during the game. I said, "This fool's really skipping over my."
I had problems with my wife not getting her comments.
Hey, are you sure he didn't mute you? He could have muted you.
No, because I would see some of them.
Yeah, he seen some of them. Like when the game was in hand, he did comment on when the game was in hand. He did.
That game was never in hand.
That was in hand.
That game was in hand all game. I'm not gonna lie.
Not all game.
13-7 is not in hand. I'm sorry.
13-3, right?
13-3. Sorry. That's not in hand.
That's one touchdown away from losing. What do you mean?
Hey, a win is a win. I don't care if you win by 1 or 100. A win's a win.
I'm just just saying this, man. The one thing, Hunter, and Hunter, this is the one thing you need to know about me. I understand that the 49ers don't pay a damn that I make. And they never have and never will. I like the 49ers. I love them. But if somebody talk trash about them, that ain't the end all be all for me.
Well, Brock Purdy lost me some money. He was supposed to throw for 230, and he threw for 215.
That's because you're an LA Lambs fan. Brock Purdy would never give you money.
All right, guys. I'm going to end it here. We've been at it for 3 hours. I definitely need to go get my medicine. That's why I've been moving around a lot. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Hey, Gigi, don't forget to go to Gigi's page and give a like, you guys.
Yes, I greatly appreciate that. I really would. She posts her paintings that she does. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Hey, Hunter, I just followed your page, by the way.
I appreciate that, brother.
I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Please stay safe. Please have fun. And no, if it wasn't for you guys, this channel wouldn't be going anywhere. And I love you. My family loves you. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
This guy here. Oh, that's